Hey people, welcome back to Boddington Farm. How we doing tonight? I see we have Wild Mike, Gerwin, and Darren from Down Under Farm and Forge. How are we all doing tonight, folks? We've got three here at least that we can see. Yep, three. And we've been going for all of 40 seconds. Yes.
You're a worry.
Yeah, I know.
I'm kind of here.
Doing good, yeah. She's kind of here. Here she is. So, now, we will. Oh my God, Darren's cooking.
Surprise, surprise, at that time of
Holy
night.
moly.
Dinner should have been done and dusted, Darren.
Yeah, you don't look so tall. Yeah.
He's not that tall.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm 5'8", so. All right there. Having fun?
No, I'm just putting up the link so people can jump in if they wish. G'day, Bomber. How you going, my friend?
Hey, Bomber.
That feel like that, Garwin? You're not.
Well, he is pretty tall.
G'day, Andy. How you going, my friend? McDowell Manor is in the house.
Hey, Andy. Hey, everyone else. I'm kind of here.
You're here.
I'm kind of here.
You're kind of here. Garwin's
5'3".
5'3".
Well, apparently everything comes in small packages.
What did I say before?
So men keep saying anyway.
Yeah, well, I'm going to leave that one blah, blah, blah.
It's all right, Gero, and my mum was 5'4", and my dad was 6'4", so
yeah,
I ended up in between.
Thanks for being. It was
Good.
A good night last night. Yes, it was.
I faded fast, so I just went to bed. Sorry, I didn't say good night. I'm not actually in a nice place at the moment. If anyone saw my video from yesterday.
G'day, Tammy. Welcome aboard. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, Tammy.
Wild's there as well. So we've got Wild and Mike, or is it just Wild? Or Wild Mike?
It's Wild Mike, probably.
Wild Mike, okay.
But more likely Wild.
So, I don't know if anyone or everyone's seen it yet, but I went for a drive out to Jandera to pick up some fertilised chicken eggs, and I got a tour of the place, and Gavin's got definitely got some room to do some amazing stuff out there. Got a huge dam, and the aquaponics is going absolutely nuts.
You should said aquaponics.
Yeah, I said aquaponics. Yes, I got it right this time.
Before too many people come in tonight, we've got a surprise tomorrow with the video that's coming out. We have intruders.
Intruders.
We have intruders.
Stay tuned for that one, folks. It's going to be fun. Definitely. So Andy, when I was talking to Gerwin, I know that I've mentioned this with Bibi before. We're thinking about maybe getting a gathering together of the our homesteader slash prepper compadres in southeast Queensland at Boddington Farm. You know?
Oh, it's happening here, is it?
Well, we were talking about, you know, like, because I've got some people at work who are interested in having a masterclass with the preps master, Bibi, and they're very excited to have a masterclass with Bibi. Yeah. Yeah, love you too, Darren. Thanks, mate. Darren says agent got accepted for his change operation. Is that the surprise? Nice. Yeah. Okay.
After having a husband like that, really, Darren?
Yeah, Andy, we're yeah, you say that we're probably kind of in the middle of McDowell Manor and Jandera and Silhouette Park Farm. Talk about Silhouette Park Farm. Nettie is in the house, and Nettie, you are not late. You are respectfully on time. And Darren, mate, it's a kilt. Just build a bridge, get over it. It's a kilt. Okay,
it's a fucking skirt.
It's a kilt.
It's a skirt with ballet slippers.
It's a kilt.
And a purse.
It's a kilt.
It's a skirt.
No, it's not. It is a kilt. Andy, I wouldn't know about that one. I'm trying to envisage in my mind a someone wielding a hammer at a while standing at an angle wearing a kilt. Yeah.
It's a skirt.
Good idea, Bomber.
What?
Bomber's come up with a great idea. So if we do a Queensland gathering, the Mexicans can stream me out in for a guest appearance.
Oh, yeah. I guess we can.
Yeah, I guess we can. Andy,
seeing as you Mexicans want us to sleep in the paddock with the cows when we come down.
That's no bull. Yeah, Andy, you're right. Only real men wear kilts because we need the room.
Oh, really?
See,
oh man,
even Wild Mike agrees.
You need the room. Since when?
Since I said.
When you were a baby, in your nappy maybe.
Ballroom shorts. Funny that you should say that, Andy, because I've done ballroom dancing for a few years.
See, he's weird. He wears a skirt and he does ballroom dancing. And he wears slippers with walk socks and has a little purse. And he wants to get a utility kilt to work in the garden, the poor neighbours.
In the summertime.
Especially if he goes traditional.
I won't go commando because I don't.
Mind you, they wouldn't see anything from there anyway. Nothing to see.
Yeah, there's too far down to the, see anything from the backyard. Well, One and what is one under a kilt? Nothing, as is perfect. See, I've got people in my corner.
Oh, wear your skirt then. Wear your skirt then, just like my ex-husband.
It's a kilt, damn it, woman.
It's a skirt.
It's a kilt. Oh my God, brothers. So I'm going to put it up again in case anyone wants to.
Anyone wants to join up?
To join jump up on the live
and say hello.
I live in Scotland, USA. Everyone is in kilts. Last week of May. Here we go. So yeah. Not in the wintertime, Gerwin. Most definitely not in the wintertime, and in summertime, probably not traditional either, because I don't want to get a twig up.
You right there?
Yeah, I'm good. Hey, here we go. Hey, girl.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm good. It's been so long since I've seen you.
Oh God, yeah. You look, is it a bit cold out there? Is it?
Just a bit chilly. I've actually got 2 jumpers on.
Oh, okay.
No, they don't need
Although,
to see.
according to the thermometer, it's only 19 degrees. I think it's lying. It's got to be lying. Got to be lying.
Wind chill factor. Wind chill factor. Yeah.
He got in trouble when he got home.
Oh, why?
'Cause
Being home so late?
He wasn't supposed to be out that late.
Oh, sorry. We had fun at the aquaponics, and he had to have a look at the baby goats.
Yeah, they're cute.
Yeah, so the one that's having the fibro flare had to do the rest of the shit at the end of the day when he wasn't home.
Oh, sorry.
Like feed animals.
I got in trouble.
And then feed you. Because you weren't home.
Next time we'll have to make an earlier visit.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, he wasn't trying on skirts. I don't have any kilts out here. No kilts.
It's 11 in Ipswich.
11 degrees.
Is that inside or outside?
That's outside.
Outside.
Yes, the outside it's 13.
Okay.
That's interesting. I thought it would be colder here than it is there, but apparently not.
Ipswich.
No. Ipswich. Yeah.
That is very interesting.
Just checking the inside temperature.
It's 20.
It's where we are. It's 20 inside.
Oh, there you go. It's colder here inside. It's only 19.
Mind you, this section of the house has insulation in it, so.
Yeah,
Oh,
we don't have any roof space. we have no gap between the corrugate and the ceiling.
I get what you mean. Our first house that we had, and in Gales had a roof.
His house with his ex-wife.
Yeah, hit my house with ex-wife in Gales had a roof line very very similar to your place. There's like low and not very steep peaked. So very minimal roof space to put in the any insulation.
I am thinking that would be one benefit of having to completely redo the roof. It would mean that we'd be able to get the insulation put in when they do that.
Yeah.
But depends on the money.
Yeah, and you can also get the insulated ColourBond sheets too.
No, that's true. And once it goes up, I can get it painted with the ThermoShield paint, and that does actually make a big difference.
Yeah, it does.
So, which was supposed to be what was happening in the first place, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, well, projects. Yeah.
As you saw when you were here, we have thousands of them. It's like, where do you start?
But hey, are you in any hurry or any rush to get them done, or just get them done when you can?
The roof not leaking, I'm in a rush to get done.
Yeah, understandable.
Um, fencing for the goats, I would like to get done a lot quicker than it's getting done. Everything else, nah, not in a huge hurry. Although it would be nice to be able to start prepping more and all that sort of thing, but that's going to create a lot of thought is going to need to go into that and preparation. So we're going to need to prepare to prep.
Yeah, I said Vivian would be the one to talk to with yourself and Gavin about that, because as I said earlier, it's not all about keeping things like cold and chilled. You can do like your dry stores.
Oh yeah, you can, but as soon as you're hitting over, say, 37 degrees, you're starting to kill all the good enzymes, which is never a good thing. Hey, Andy.
G'day, Andy. How you going, my friend?
Terrific.
Good. I have another update on my Madagascar bean coming up soon.
Oh, good. Hey.
Nice.
Still no flowers.
Geez, I'm
nice.
Yeah, just a bit.
Yeah. How's it up at your end of Brisbane, Andy? Can you hear us? You there, Andy?
I've unplugged, so I can't hear a thing, but I'm trying to get rid of some echo.
Ah, yeah. Echoes aren't good.
Echo's never a good thing.
Never a good thing, no.
Have you got YouTube running at the same time?
Way over there.
I'm standing up so I don't fall asleep.
Okay. Yeah.
I remember one day I joined in on someone's live and had YouTube running on the phone at the same time. It was very disconcerting. I figured it out fairly quickly.
Andy's jumped out for the time being. He's sorting himself out. Yeah,
it's always a challenge.
Yeah, we're going to dry here to plant. Yeah. Seems like it's a bit dry at present in the US.
It seems to be varying. Some states are getting a ridiculous amount of rain. Other states are getting nothing at all.
Yeah. Like
which I guess is the same as anywhere, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like here, Brisbane and the Gold Coast were getting smashed, and we weren't getting anything.
As you well see, Ipswich is under the dome, type thing.
And thanks to the Air Force Base.
Thanks to the Air Force Base, the with the massive landing strip areas, it puts off a lot of heat, which we reckon causes a bit of a heat updraft disturbance, and the storms go. Where are we? Storms go. Oh, Ipswich, whoop, around us.
There's a lot of natural formations that can do that as well.
Yeah.
We've got ranges here, so it makes the storms split. Which I can live with that. We miss out on all the really bad ones, the really bad storms that just kind of go around us. It's fantastic.
It can be in a way, but when you really need some water, in the dams or whatever, you think, okay, can you just at least come this way and put some water here? That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what do you think about the idea of that orange PVC netting to keep fingerlings safe from the turtles?
Yeah, I've got to come up with some sort of idea. I was contemplating maybe doing them in an aquaponicsy type system till they got bigger, and then putting them in the dam.
Okay.
But setting up a netted off area would potentially also work.
So they got bigger, and then putting them in the dam.
Oh, the echoes work.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Netted off area.
Let's turn YouTube off.
So they got bigger, and then.
Wow.
Oh, the echoes work.
Oh wow.
Bear with me.
Netted off area.
Okay. And
That was
jumped in.
loud.
That was loud. That
Poor
was-
Andy does have challenges jumping in lives.
Yeah, but at least he's given it a go. I say.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I say.
And he'll figure it out eventually.
Yeah, he will actually. So
Yeah, that's why we went
I mean,
to a
it's-
tablet.
yeah. So
Yeah, if you're relying on rainwater, you've got to be really careful, Wild.
yeah. More feedback to Hendricks. Yeah, okay. Passing the Dutchie down the left-hand side, are we?
What was that?
Passing the Dutchie down the left-hand side. Jimi
Not a
Hendrix.
clue.
That's okay.
I know Jimi Hendrix, but I can't think of any of the songs that he sang. I think I need to have some more of my Brahmi.
Yeah, I've got the. I'll put the cuttings into some soil dirt in the raised garden beds just to keep them going sort of overnight and get them a bit of water so that they won't totally die.
Excellent. Excellent. They're pretty good. They're not hard to get growing.
Cool. Hey, we've got is Daz and we've got New Beginnings.
Hey, Dad.
Hi, Dawn.
Hey, Dawn. How
G'day.
you all doing?
How you doing, Dawn? Haven't seen you around for ages.
2 p.m. in Cyprus. Nice.
Nice. I'm going to hit it again. I'm going to put the link up again because I can.
If anyone wants to jump up,
See, anyone
come say hello.
wants to jump up? Daz? And,
Daz? Was half of your family in Queensland? You should have sent them over for a visit. They could have checked out the goats. Everyone loves baby goats.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, let's try again.
Okay,
How are we
Andy.
going, Andy?
No echo.
No echo. Yay!
And we can hear you. Yay. Cool.
It was the old. Here's the lesson for tonight. Don't run YouTube on one tab, playing this, and then come in here at the same time. It don't work good.
I've done that before. I've learned to make it so the sound's muted on the computer. So I'm on the stream on my mobile, and I've got YouTube muted on my computer. Well, not quite muted. I've got it on a little bit so that YouTube still registers it as a watch.
Cool.
Daz, they're the only seat covers we could get because the guy that had the ute before me had put in SS seats, and trying to get seat covers for them.
Not cheap.
No.
Not cheap.
No.
No.
So,
I
so
was
they're actually
so sad that you couldn't come today.
Yeah. So yeah, they're like the mechanics seat covers, and they do the job. They do the job. So yeah. So Andy, how's things up your section of Brisbane doing up there?
A lot warmer than you guys. Geron, 16.4 outside and 23 point something inside.
Nice.
That's all right. That's good.
That's
Yeah, bloody
nice.
oath. What fish do you have, Geron?
I've got jade perch.
Okay, are you still feeding?
They will sometimes eat mid-afternoon, but most times they're not really all that interested in feeding.
How long have you had your aquaponics system for?
This system has been running for 3 months.
Okay, stop feeding now.
I had to start setting it all back up again. I was thinking that I was going to need to, because they're just not eating anymore.
And if they do eat, you'll kill them because they take it in. Yeah, they can't digest it.
Oh, they can't digest it. I did hear that you can, if you have a low protein feed, you can use that. So I was thinking I might just stick some lettuce in for them.
Well, I just stop.
Yeah, see, that's what I've done most years.
Yeah,
usually
that's
what
the best way.
That's usually what I do because the last thing I want to do is kill them. I've gone to so much
Yeah,
effort to get the little things up to
You know what?
size.
it took me a while to realise that. I had a couple of floaters a couple of years ago, and I did some research saying what killed the fish because there was no visible signs. There was no, the pH and everything was fine.
Yep.
Yeah, stop feeding them, Andy.
Okay. Well,
It makes a difference because they really don't need to be fed over. Normally,
Over
I mean,
winter.
for the last 8 years, I've been too slack to feed them during winter, but they're so close to the house now.
Well, some very
I'm
helpful
out there all
person
the time.
some very helpful person said to me once, "Oh, you could put a heater in." And I thought, why would I do that? Then I have to feed them for the next 4 months.
Although
when otherwise I don't need to.
you
They
do
still
get a drop in
produce
nutrients.
not a lot.
Oh, really?
It's actually see, we're taught to believe that it's about fish poo.
Yeah, it's not.
It's got
It's the breathing out their gills.
ammonia out the gills.
Oh, is Bibby trying to talk and I'm being too loud again? Did I miss something?
I think Bibby's having a coughing fit.
Cough. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you need to do the Heimlich agent?
No, also just kind of listening out, making sure that she's okay.
Good.
Bibby's not been feeling well.
I know. I saw that.
No.
I suggested drugs to her, but I don't know CF well enough to know what drugs help.
No.
You guys keep going. I was going to check on Bibby.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah, go check on her, agent.
How's your chooks going?
Yeah, they're good.
Okay.
The laying
So
has slowed down a little bit, but they're still pretty good.
Okay, and you're still hatching?
No, I haven't successfully hatched anything since I moved in here. Oh no, that's not true.
Okay.
I did hatch one lot of chickens just after we moved in.
Right.
Which would have been around the end of summer, I think.
Right. Okay. Oh, well, I can't have roosters, but I can have male boys in with my quails.
Yes.
So yeah, I keep. But even then, I don't breed over winter because I like to give the girls a break. You know.
Well, the girls are hatching whether or not. They're going to still lay an egg whether or not I hatch them or not.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't need them to be. And then I've got to spend a fortune in power to put the eggs in the bloody brooder and all that stuff.
Part of the reason I haven't started hatching again has just been my health. I just haven't been well enough to be able to look after the chickens. So,
well, that's a perfectly good reason not to hatch.
Yeah. Although the last lot I tried to hatch, none of them hatched, which was really odd. But I think it was the brooder. I'm not happy with the brooder that I got at all.
Oh, I remember seeing that clip. Yep.
Yeah, not happy with that brooder. But I really should have used an external thermometer to check what temperature and the humidity, what was happening inside, and I didn't. I just got a little bit too excited and too trusting of the manufacturer, which you should never do.
Okay.
So it could be that there was something wrong with that. I don't know.
What's up, agent?
Bibby's okay. She's just having a puff on the inhaler. Mm-hmm. She's going to be all right. She's going to get. She's
good.
Getting herself sorted.
Oh, that's good.
Good.
I'm listening. So I'm going to put the link again for the StreamYard. If anyone else wants to jump in, because I see we've got some people here in the chat who haven't jumped in on our lives before. Like we've got Daz and we've got Wild Mike.
You're not going to get Daz on a live.
I can try.
Daz doesn't do live.
I can try.
Hey, it never hurts to try.
Never hurts to try. Go on, Daz. Break the ice. Break a seal.
Hey, Dawn should come up. Dawn's thinking
I can
about
jump off if people want to come up.
Agent can have 6 people up on the panel.
We can have 6 up here. Wild Mike, we haven't had you up on our our chats before, we'd love to have you up here. If it's Mike or if it's Wild, come on up.
Wild's good fun on lives. I love Wild on lives.
Yeah.
It'd be
And
interesting to have a chat with Dawn, because I know Dawn's
Dawn,
thinking about
yes.
doing a couple of lives.
Yeah. Dawn, if you're still here, come on up. We'd love to see you.
And
More
Darren's
than
just
America.
having a cup of coffee. Got to get the coffee. Need the caffeine shot.
So am I.
So how
Me
are your
too.
Madagascar beans? That's not coffee.
That's homemade rum. They're going really well, mate. Have you got seeds? Do you want some seeds?
I
Agent?
should have asked you.
Sorry. Madagascar beans, I have asked Bibi about that, and they're probably a bit on the too large size for her, so yeah. But if we do
Let me
decide
know.
to go, yeah, we'll let you know. We'll let you know.
Because
Maybe
I did an experiment where I tried to turn them into flour.
Okay.
Really?
It bloody worked.
Really? Hey, that'd be a high protein flour. I wonder if did you try and make bread out of it or pancakes, or what did you try and do with
Oh,
it?
hell yeah. I've already done pancakes.
Yeah.
I did it
Have you
really
got a
well.
playlist on what to do with Madagascar beans?
I've got a playlist on what to do with stuff you pull out of your yard, how you eat it. So I think the flour one's definitely up there. I've made falafels out of Madagascar beans. That's on the playlist as well. I've made no meat patties out of Madagascar's. That's up there as well.
Ooh.
They're gold. These things are just gold.
Yeah.
Could
And
that
they're
be
not
like
an
a
annual.
vegetarian hamburger?
Absolutely. It's fabulous.
Oh,
I could solve,
not that I'm necessarily looking for that, but
I could solve world hunger with a few Madagascar beans.
you should start a whole playlist on what to do
I
with
should.
Madagascar beans.
I should.
You should sell them, you know. Start selling Madagascar bean flour.
I like sharing the love.
Yeah, but it's always nice to have something to help fund it.
What was that?
That is a rubber chicken.
Oh, what were you trying to say, Agent?
Bye. Oh, Bibi might be trying to say I'm being too loud again. Am I about to get muted?
It's our video coming up. We've been invaded by Team Jellyfish.
Yeah. Andy, I reckon that we could revolutionise McDonald's and Hungry Jack's with your
Good luck. I mean, actually, McDonald's beef patties are actually 100% Australian beef patties. Gavin was helping making them. So he saw the beef go in, and that was all that went into them. And it was all locally grown within the Lockyer Valley.
Okay. They're actually making a real, I mean,
not
don't get me wrong.
Though.
I don't eat the stuff, but they're actually making a reasonable effort to be pretty healthy.
Cool.
And I was disappointed. They won a contract at one of the hospitals, I think in Sydney, and there was such a public outcry that they had to rescind the contract. And I thought, don't you people realise they do salads, they do all sorts of stuff. They don't just do a Big Mac and a milkshake.
No,
they think that's all that exists.
Chicken nuggets too.
They do.
They do.
And interestingly enough, you can actually just go and order a beef patty and an egg.
Can you?
You can. Because on my low reactive diet, I couldn't eat anything else that they had other than the beef patty and the egg. And I just randomly said, by any chance, can I get this? And they're like, yeah, sure.
Okay.
It's just a regular thing on the menu. You can order a beef patty. So you either get the beef patty that's in the cheeseburger or the beef patty that's in the quarter pounder. and you
Yeah.
can get an egg on its own. And so yeah, they are catering to different health issues.
Well,
That's amazing.
if they don't, I suppose if they don't, then that's a section of the market that they're missing out on.
Yep.
Well, it is. And before
Yeah.
they did that, before I found that out, the only thing I was able to eat was chicken and chips from Red Rooster.
But let's not knock Red Rooster. I actually
Oh no.
don't mind it. And while Mark, you're absolutely correct. It could make food more affordable, especially for those people who have gluten issues.
So long
Yeah.
as you pick the healthy choices, like you say,
Yeah.
Agent, don't go picking their normal white bread buns that are full of salt and sugar and all that
And
sort
so
of
deliciously yummy. And
highly
addictive.
processed crap. Yeah, that's why it's deliciously yummy.
Because they're addictive.
Yeah.
Bomber,
So,
you're right. You're right, Bomber.
Yeah. They don't really do the whole real food thing. But real food
No.
doesn't work in a fast food restaurant. Because
well, the
it
funny
takes
thing
time
is
to
that,
make real food.
yeah, but they can. And that's how they won the hospital. That's how they won the hospital contract. Because if you think about, and you hit the nail on the head when you said, they can sell you a patty with the egg. It's just a food business. If I give them a list of menu items, I want your lettuce, I want your tomato, I want your onion. Don't give me your buns because they're rubbish. Anything that doesn't break down over 365 days and you call it bread can't really be bread, can it?
No.
There are no enzymes left in it. There's no life.
I just want to acknowledge Daz. He says he's not ready to be live on camera yet. His recent video will explain it, which I'll go back and look at. But so yeah,
It's a really good video. It explains a lot of his issues.
cool. But Daz, when you're ready, mate, we would love to have you up on one of our lives. When you're ready, my friend. Yes,
Dawn mentioned earlier that she's not having a good day. Not a good day for a live for her.
And all we can do is just say, yeah, we might, ask you a lot, but that's only because we would really like to have you on our lives. But at the same time, we acknowledge, when you're ready, which I can relate to.
We want you to feel included.
Well, it's meant to be.
Not pressured.
It's meant to be fun, If it's not a time when you're going to have fun, put it off.
Yep.
Absolutely. I mean, I was a bit reticent to get jump in on this this YouTube, but also the shed was thing when we first started. But as we've done it and gone over time, it's actually pretty cool actually. You meet people, you learn heaps of stuff, you exchange ideas.
Yep.
Shoot the breeze, chew the fat, have a laugh more often than not, especially if it's alive with someone called Nettie and her mum.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Oh, that's so funny. Are you okay, Bibby?
Yeah.
How you doing?
I have something called cough variant asthma. And the cold air actually gets to me. So I've just taken my codeine and my puffer. I should be right. It's a different form of asthma.
Wow.
So I'll be fine once the codeine kicks in.
Yeah. There we go.
I think Nettie Xander has issues with the cold too. When it gets cold, his asthma plays up a bit too, I think is what Nettie was saying.
Me too. I notice I can't do change of temperature. So once it gets cold, I'm fine. If it gets hot, I'm fine. But I couldn't live in Melbourne because if it's hot and it's cold in the same day, I'm dead. I'm just done.
Yeah.
All seasons in one day.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it.
No, I don't cope well I've been to Melbourne a couple of times and did not cope well.
Can just say for Dawn, yes, we really do appreciate having you here, and from what we've seen that you have at your place, it's just the way that you garden there really opened my eyes to the Hugel culture type of growing, which is seeing Dawn put it into practice in the way that she's got her Hugel culture garden beds. It was just a really good education,
Which you also put to start.
which I'm about to kind of start sort of
For our
thing with
potatoes.
the potato carrot growing section. But I will warn you, Dawn, when Aussies really like you and really accept you,
They pay out on you,
they will
insult you.
will take the piss out of you.
We'll insult you.
It's
They do it in a nice way, mostly.
it's a sign of love.
It's a sign of love.
Basement,
And
basement.
Someone's in the basement. I'd say it's Darren.
the hammer swinger is in the basement.
See, Andy, I thought the reason you couldn't come down south, mate, was because of your picture being up at the border.
No. They took it down when I promised the judge I wouldn't go near the goats anymore.
Oh, that's okay.
Love you, Darren.
Gates of hell.
No, not gates, goats. There was that incident. There was that incident in the public bar with a couple of goats. Didn't go down well.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I'm going to ask.
Okay.
Okay.
I need to step out of this conversation.
Running away.
Speaking of goats, my baby goats are just so cool. Oh, Aidan,
Yeah.
you missed out on something really entertaining when I went to milk the girls this afternoon after you left. Oh my goodness.
Darren, that was hilarious.
Actually,
What?
I said, "Where's my goat milk?
The dog's bum.
Bring me home any goat milk."
There he goes again.
Unfortunately, the babies are drinking too much at the moment, Bibby.
He's showing you
When
what
the
he thinks
babies
of
stop hogging
Queenslanders.
all the milk,
Yeah. Bibby, can you make cheese?
Can I what?
Make cheese.
Yes, I can.
why is your screen flickering?
Whose screen?
Is anyone else noticing down on Boddington Farm screen flicker occasionally? No one else
Yeah, a little
seems
bit.
to be. It
There's
just
a
seems
little
to be
bit of
having a
jiggle.
funny.
That's someone locked in the basement trying to get out. That's jiggling the screen.
It's
It
probably
is-
because
It's
his
probably a
house
cat.
is actually haunted.
Oh, good. Okay. Yep. Because I was going to say we could do
I make goat cheese.
a bit of a cheese making masterclass because
Ooh.
apparently in another life I used to teach cheese making.
That
I'm
would
up.
be
I'm up
awesome.
for that one.
G'day, Robert.
I'm happy to bring the goat's milk.
Oh, beautiful.
Cool.
I mean, the girls aren't producing a huge amount at the moment, but I'm getting about just under 2 litres a day.
Oh, and if you want to wait till summer, I'm good for that.
Did you guys happen to
Well,
notice your
Simon's not
team
the-
captain come in?
Who's that? What?
It's Robert.
Oh, yeah, the dog. There he is. Hey, mate. How you going, buddy?
No.
Hey,
Robert.
Hey, hello. Oh, sorry, I just squealed really loudly.
Don't
Sorry.
worry. Oh, g'day, Robert. How are you, mate?
Hi, Robert. Or Frogman.
Link's there, Robert. Come hop up. We'd love to talk to you.
Yeah, he's got himself a new camera holder.
A new camera holder?
He did a review of a camera holder and light situation. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure someone sent it to him hinting that they wanted him to do some lives with his face
Yeah,
showing.
He's
He's
not
not
at a
going to do
million.
that. He's not at 1 million subscribers yet. But no, I
Oh,
totally
Rebel.
missed Robert coming in.
Rebel, it's surprisingly easy.
I have made mozzarella once and Gavin absolutely loved it, but it hurt my hand, so I wasn't really all that enthusiastic about making it again.
Well, it shouldn't
First
hurt your hand.
I made
It was just so hot.
which is a Polish.
That's mozzarella. Mozzarella is the only one that does that.
Yes.
Have you heard of-
But I've made barn cheese and cottage cheese, or farmer cheese, I should say. So basically, just your milk with
Vinegar and milk.
apple cider vinegar.
Ricotta.
Farmer's cheese
Yes.
is quark, which is a Polish cheese.
Oh, okay.
Quark.
It's not far off ricotta either. It's just ricotta uses white vinegar, not apple cider.
Oh, okay. In that case, I've made that before.
Now, I won't, because I taught cheese making, I also ended up being a distributor for Green Living Australia.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, so which was kind of handy because it gives me cheap access to a whole lot of different
Yeah, all the
bacterias and
remedies.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
They-
That's good to know.
You ought to come and do a cheese making with you.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah, love to. Love
Yeah.
to.
Is that?
We,
And
Go,
you know
Darren.
what? We don't
I was going to
mind-
ask Rebel if that's pet food in her area.
Oh, yes. It's not always legal, is it?
Yes,
It's,
it's
um,
illegal
it's
in a
bath
lot of
milk.
states.
Actually,
Bath
like
milk.
I actually saw in IGA the other day that they actually had unpasteurized cow's milk.
No, that
Yeah.
was unhomogenized, Darwin.
No, it was unpasteurized. It was
They can't sell
unpasteurized and
unpasteurized.
unhomogenized.
No,
It was cold treated. It was treated with
Oh,
cold
really?
instead of heat. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we got it in our local IGA as well.
IGA.
I'm going to have to video it next time I'm at IGA. I'll video it just for you, Andy.
Well, the trouble you've got is it'll still be dead. The good bacteria will still be dead. Because it's
Most
cold
likely.
Yeah, it's cold treated.
Depends on how cold they got it.
Andy,
If it's going to
Yeah,
kill
look-
bad bacteria, it's going to kill good bacteria.
Yeah, exactly right.
seeing that you're a bit further north than what we are, you're a bit closer to the Maloney
Son?
Dairy. Maloney Dairy.
Yes. Yeah.
And I've been up there, and they've got a really good setup there. Actually,
Yeah, they have. They sell. They do them and another mob called Kalula, which is actually right beside Maloney. Sell an unhomogenized Jersey milk, which is really good for cheese making. Yeah.
I've been tempted to see if I could get a hold of some raw Jersey milk to see whether I have the same reaction to it as I do with normal cow's milk from the shops.
Well, what's exciting? Yeah, you will. In fact, probably a worse reaction.
Really?
What's really exciting is I got myself some camel cheese, camel milk cheese.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's bloody fantastic.
And it's supposed to be really good for your gut as well, the camel milk.
Yes, yeah. I went to the Fassifern Valley,
Hey, Salford Homestead.
and
Sorry,
yeah,
just
they
doing
have
my
a.
job.
That's okay. Well done, sir.
Good spotting,
They
Darren.
have a camel dairy. Absolutely fascinating, but they don't sell raw camel milk. The buggers.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
hello, Erin.
Hi, Erin.
Hello, Erin.
G'day, Aaron. How you doing?
Hello, Swarford Homestead. Anyone wants to jump up? The link is there. We've still got another 2 spots. If you
Wild
want to pop up-
edibles. Yes, you can use apple cider vinegar.
Makes a nice cheese, actually.
Vinegar's just an acid. So what you're doing when you read the word rennet, you can swap it for the word vinegar in most cases.
Really?
No, not completely, but pretty much. Acid is acid.
Okay.
You,
Here's one for you, Andy.
you can make. Yep.
Donkey milk.
From Dawn. Donkey milk.
Donkey milk. I've never tried donkey milk.
I
I'm
reckon
never
it'd
going
work.
to try donkey milk either, but hey.
No.
Sheep's milk makes a fabulous cheese. It's really sweet.
Have you ever tried to milk a sheep?
Yeah, that's what my mate said. He had sheep,
They're
and I
horrible.
said, "Yeah, I said,
Oh
can
my
you give
God.
me "Can you give me sheep milk?" And he said, "Yeah, you come over and milk them. You can have what you want."
The
And I
udder,
knew the minute.
their leg is there and their udder is pointing that way.
Yes.
At least the ones I had some Dorper Dharma sheep, and the lambs were having trouble attaching on, so I was going to try and milk them because I was milking the goats. I'm like, how hard can it be?
Actually,
It's hard.
I reckon the people to try that would be Silhouette, because wasn't Adam and Eddie talking about milking ducks at one time?
Ducks.
Milking the ducks. That was impressive, that video.
Yeah.
Dorpers, goats, not much difference. They're a pain in the butt of a sheep.
Oh, my Dorpers were Dorper Dharma crosses, so I don't know. They were really good. They were really respectful of the electric fence, and they didn't try and escape like the goats did.
I like Dorpers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because you don't herd.
Oh no, but I do hurt because I had a Dorper male called Randy who once tried to give me. I'm trying to work out a nice way to say this. I didn't have rheumatism, but I did have crushed nuts.
Ow.
Okay.
Those boys headbutt. Oh, bloody Randy! I tried. I would have got it if I could have got up quicker. I would have kicked him with my steel caps, but I couldn't get up.
So Tammy was saying they make a portable handheld milker.
I got a way to
sheep.
make sheep behave, and it's there.
So that might be similar to what
Yep.
Resonance made for their goats, the handheld milker.
Hand milker.
A handheld milk.
Yeah.
Would that be? Can I say this on a live stream? Would that be anything like a breast pump?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It seems to be a bit different from a breast pump.
Because it's going to be smaller rather than larger.
And
It hasn't got the bell on the end. They use a syringe end.
yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
I know when I was expressing with Jonathan, the milk never went through the tubes in the breast pumping stuff, whereas with all the animal milking stuff, the milk all goes through the tubes.
How did you go when you hooked up the goat milker? Did that work? Did that go through the tubes?
I haven't had a goat milker. I milk by hand. I actually did try the breast pump on the teat. It didn't work.
I was going to say, I'm only teasing.
I was really desperate.
I didn't need a breast pump. I just had to take my boob out and my kids drowned.
Oh, I wish.
TMI.
I had so much trouble with milk supply. It wasn't funny. All 3 kids, I've had to really work hard on getting my milk supply up. And half of it's because of my thyroid issues and the polycystic ovaries. It kind of messes up your milk supply. But you guys don't need to worry about that.
I've got polycystic ovaries too. Don't forget. And
I don't know. Maybe it's the thyroid.
My ex-husband used to call. Well, actually went, moo. Kid needs a feed.
Delightful.
And
No,
Brahma, they
had-
also made alcohol out of mare's milk. It's called
Yes,
kumis.
Yes.
That's fascinating about the mare's milk.
Yeah.
It's actually really funny. I was driving down the road the other day and saw a foal feeding off its mum, and I'm like, wow, I'd never actually seen it before. It never really crossed my mind. But to actually see the foal feeding is like, oh, isn't that cute?
Well, you must have seen the Dorpers feed off Mum.
Oh, yeah.
Because what amazes me is
The
that,
horse.
yeah, but the little lammies come up, these cute little tiny lammies come hopping up, and then they attach to Mum and go, bam!
Yeah.
And
The
I
goats
said
do
to
that
Mum,
too. They
I
bounce
said to
with
my
their-
mate, yeah, I said, why the hell do they do that? And he said, to get the milk to flow, otherwise it won't flow.
That's
Yeah.
like when I'm hand milking, I've got to belt the udders at the end to get the last bit of milk out.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's got to hurt. Oh, man.
I'm glad I'm not a goat or a chicken.
Babies do the same thing. Human
Well,
babies
do
the
they?
same thing.
They more pinch and grab.
Massage.
My kids all had claws, I'm sure of it. I had to keep their nails
Ow.
trimmed very regularly.
Yeah.
But they need. They're like
Yeah.
cats.
See, I never discourage
don't
this sort of
bash
talk.
I don't headbutt you.
Yeah.
I actually think it's good for most blokes to hear it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Breastfeeding is excruciating when you start. It's
I have
No,
not a
that's
lot to
why you
add
get
to this
politics.
conversation. It's PG.
Interestingly
Yeah,
enough,
you
interestingly
do,
enough, there
Darren.
have
Grow
actually been
cabbage.
cases.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, there have actually been cases where men have been able to lactate.
Yes, Auschwitz, the men there lactated because of the poor diet. After the female hormone estrogen became higher in their body.
Yeah.
It wasn't just that. They actually used something called a feed supply line, where you have, it's something that I had to use with Crystal, Matthew, and Jonathan. Actually, come to think of it, but basically you had a bottle of formula, and you had a little bit of surgical pipe going down to the nipple. So you'd put pipe into the baby's mouth as well as the nipple, so that the baby would actually stimulate the breast to let down milk. But they'd be getting the milk from the formula at the same time, and that would actually stimulate the milk supply in males even when they don't have too much estrogen.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
No.
I highly discourage it. Breastfeeding hurts when you first start. It's horrible. I actually had a friend that when she got pregnant, she started scrubbing her nipples with a nail brush to try and desensitize them.
Wow.
Oh, it's excruciating.
I never
When you
had
when you
Ow.
Whew,
Ow. And I'm a bloke.
I never ever had a problem breastfeeding.
you are so lucky, Bibby. If there was a problem to be had with breastfeeding, I had it.
And I would feed. Well, I lost my milk with Joshua because I got gastro, but with John, I'd put him on one boob for 10 minutes and he'd be milk drunk for 6 hours.
Oh, I'm jealous. I literally had the kids just about attached to me 24/7 because they just couldn't get the milk supply up high enough.
Okay.
I often wondered if I could make cheese from human milk.
I reckon you could. I don't think there'd be any problem with that. The only problem
No.
would be having
Aaron.
the woman to actually express it.
No.
Yeah.
Not entering this conversation.
Darren doesn't want to go there.
There was apparently there was a place in England that did it.
Well, apparently these days too, women are making tablets to take after they've given birth out of their placenta.
Yeah.
I actually contemplated doing that. I do actually still have mine. It's in the freezer. I've been meaning to plant it under a tree. That was probably more information than you required. Sorry.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Go plant it.
No, I had heard stuff about that, about
Yeah.
women that used
Yeah,
to, cave people used to eat it.
Yes.
I mean, goats,
I don't
when
know
they
what
have a
it was.
baby, they'll eat it.
It's obviously high in something.
It's got a lot of nutrients in it, plus all the hormones help your body to start producing the milk it needs to produce, and it gives you back a lot of the nutrients that you've lost during delivery. But the goats, they'll eat their placenta every
Okay,
time.
if we go to the farm side, it stops milk fever, folks, because of the mineral supply.
Does it?
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, so a lot
having
of
said
people have
that,
been dehydrating their placentas
I ain't
and having them
going
in
there.
tablets. No.
Good to
as I
know.
said,
It's good to
I
know,
grabbed
but
the
I ain't going.
placenta, but I did get my placenta, but I haven't done anything with it yet. And it's only been 4 years.
Okay. Wild.
There goes the chook.
Wild.
Uh,
That would be.
Tammy, luckily enough, there is Kahlua in my coffee.
Is Rebel Tammy?
Stop
Yes.
talking.
Okay.
I think Adrian wants to talk.
The dad used breast milk in his coffee one day.
I read it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, breast milk's a lot sweeter from what I hear. I've never actually tried it.
That's why I asked about the cheese, because I like sheep cheese because it's so sweet. It's a beautiful, sweet cheese.
Your hard part is going to get the females to actually produce enough milk to actually give it to you. Well, they won't give it to you. There are places
No.
that accept donations of breast milk,
Yeah.
but that's
I
usually
could
for.
have had 5 babies with mine.
I wish. I'm
You're not thinking about going again, BB, are you?
She's a
We have.
Jeremy.
24 and had a hysterectomy. No.
Oh, damn it!
He's
We
not
could have
happy
done
anymore.
the experiment.
You can always put it out there on Facebook and say, "Hey, is there any females out there that are lactating that have got too much milk?"
Yeah,
Willing
no,
to
I'd be
pay good
scared.
money for breast milk.
I'd be too scared.
Yeah.
You just never
Well-
know who would come up to you, wouldn't you?
Well, we'll put it this way. After I had my first child and we had to get back, we were getting back to the jiggy jig stage, my ex-husband said, "You get on top so that you can control things." And then my milk let go and I nearly drowned him.
You drown him.
I nearly drowned him.
And so, does anyone else make bread? Anyone else do sourdough here?
I've tried in the
We
past and
make
failed
bread.
miserably, but I know why.
Well, I was
Yes,
going to
I
say I
have.
can teach you. I can teach you that too, Gerwin. In fact, I can give you starter.
I've actually got a box of starter in the cupboard that I haven't started up yet.
No, you don't
Box
want
of
that.
starter.
No. That
What?
And
defeats
you
the
can make the
purpose.
starter really easy. But
And if
that'd
you've
be
got
lovely.
a box of starter,
When I'm
then
ready.
you don't have your natural yeast from the area, which is the whole idea behind a sourdough.
Bingo.
I want to be able to make
buy.
my own, but I've got to get back into the swing of everything again.
Now,
I
Darren
used
will
to
get
make it all
this.
when I was an Eagle Bee.
I buy a rye sourdough starter bread making kit, which
Mhm.
comes with rye flour, starter yeast, and starter yeast. I throw the starter yeast away.
Yeah, it's a Lanicky set. It's a Lanicky
That'll
box.
come from the air.
That's it, Lauki or whatever they're called. Yeah,
Mhm.
but rye
good for your
flour makes
environment.
the best sourdough.
See, Tammy has sour, rye, and all-purpose going.
Well, the other thing that's really good is a lot of people waste their. Oh, that's a shame, Tam. A lot of people waste their excess starter. They tip it out. You're
Yeah.
bloody mad. I make fritters out of it and all sorts of stuff. You just pour it into a cup, throw it in the bowl, and use it. You don't need it. It's pre-made fritter batter, Darren.
Mhm.
So,
And you're
so when
bloody.
are we doing
You're,
all these master classes, Andy?
whenever you want. Happy to do it. I do bread. I do sausages. I do
Ooh.
smoking. I do alcohol. All manner of alcohol.
You should start
Cheese?
doing them. Start doing them. Charge people for them and come out to your house.
No. Share the love.
Share the love.
Have you
Mhm.
seen
There's nothing wrong with generating an income.
Andy? Have you seen our
Yeah.
video on making prepper wine?
No.
Well, actually, it turns into prepper port.
If you live in a bottle long enough, it actually turns it into like
A port.
a port, but it is beautiful, and it's so so easy to make. Really easy.
Most of it is dead simple.
Grape juice, yeast, and sugar.
Grape juice, yeast, sugar. That's it.
And that's it. In a month, it's done. Decant it, and if you don't drink it soon enough, it turns into port.
Yeah. So yeah, the what's
Oh.
the 2-litre bottles of pure grape juice that you get at Coles or Woolies. That's what you use.
I haven't
Do
done
you
it.
mean scones,
Tammy?
Robert?
I'm thinking he might mean scones.
Yeah, he means scones. Because that'll put the wind up a southerner like nothing else, calling his biscuits a scone.
I did.
Funny.
I did a
It's not a
kumquat
scone,
wine.
it's a scone. Ask my ex-husband.
I did a kumquat wine once, and it was really bad, really bitter.
Rebel's
Hey,
going to make a dandelion wine, Andy, and she wants to know if you've got any tips.
I
So
made
Tammy,
I'll come back to Tammy in a second. So what I
And if you
did
make
was
me.
I took the really bitter wine next door because it was a carbonated wine, and I said to my mate next door, "Hey, try this beer." And he said he took a big slug and said, "Mate, this is fantastic. This is great beer." And then I took another slug and thought, "Yeah, it's a fantastic beer. Terrible wine, but great beer."
Tammy's also asking if you've made mead.
No, but I've made a Polish honey liqueur, which is really special. Well, see, I make a lot of vodka base to do my rum. So I've always got vodka base, and so you can do that. For the honey liqueur was just you steep honey in it and some spices.
Hang on, vodka base to make rum.
Have
Yeah,
Have
mate.
you ever had
You
this,
just
Andy?
well, it's an alcohol base.
Andy.
K, what is it? Krupnickers.
Krupnik.
Honey
No.
liqueur.
And you can actually make it yourself.
I've got a clip up on how to make it. Yep. Well, I've got one that's I got one that's 4 years old in the back cupboard that I made myself. And Rosie, my good wife Rosie's friends came over and conned me into cracking the bottle. And it was delightful. It was absolutely amazing. All I could think was, imagine that on vanilla ice cream.
No. You drink it by itself, not on ice cream.
Yes.
Drink it
Don't
on
mix
its
foods that Bibby doesn't like.
Tammy, have a look
in bolognese sauce.
Have a look at. Why would you do
What?
that? Have a look at cinnamon. Why would you, Tammy? Have a look at my channel if you can be bothered. There's a playlist on how to make all sorts of different alcohols. One of which is the honey liqueur.
Bomber, you're doing a great job with the link.
All them links.
You have to put one up
using his cheat sheet.
for McDowell Manor.
Bomber's a machine.
Bomber uses a cheat sheet because he's a nerd.
There's nothing wrong with
he's
cheat
still
sheets.
a machine.
What's
It's better to work
oh,
smarter, not harder.
geez, you found that fast.
He's probably got you on your cheat.
He has a spreadsheet. It has your name. It has your channel address. It has your channel name.
It doesn't have my underpants size, does it?
It may well do.
Probably.
I'll pay him extra if he exaggerates.
Hang on, you're not paying him anything now.
Yeah, true. I'll pay him twice what I pay him now.
Give a nerd a spreadsheet and they're happy.
Yeah. Spreadsheets are good. Dawn's coming to your plate, Andy.
Yeah, they like the alcohol idea.
You got spies everywhere, Bibby.
I do. And they came with oyster shells.
They came with oyster shells?
No, Steve. It's 12 Chihuahua, mate.
And it came with oyster shells and chickens. I wonder who sent them.
So you actually got a package in the mail?
With oyster shells and chickens. Wait till you
Spies
see the
in
video.
the garden.
I already know about the video.
You're always good at getting the inside scoop, hey, Darren?
Mm-hmm. Hey, I talk to people.
You talk to people?
Well, people talk at me sometimes, but hey. Yelling about it's not a skirt.
It's no skirt. It's no a skirt.
It is.
It's a damn
It's a pleated damn skirt.
I tell you what,
It's a goddamn blanket. You wrap the blanket round. You use the clip to pin it down. Don't you know anything?
The only sexy kilt is worn by the bagpiper with his boots playing the bagpipes, and I hate the bagpipes. Have you actually
But
seen
she
the bagpiper?
lives the bad bagpiper.
I saw that clip. That was an excellent clip. New Beginnings. I've got one on mint liqueur as well.
Oh, why?
Oh, Gerwin, don't plant mint in your aquaponics.
Oh no, I did do peppermint once, and it took over.
Yes.
But I wanted it to take over, so I wasn't upset that it took over.
Well, I was so dumb, I put mint in twice.
Twice?
Yeah, that was the entire rebuild of the system 2 times. Wasn't happy, Jan.
You wouldn't have been.
Mm-hmm.
Mint is something that just takes over. If you're putting it into a container, then it's going to take over the entire container. And its roots will come out through the pipes and it'll just take over the entire system.
And then the water doesn't go down the pipes anymore. It comes up over the side of the grow bed.
Yes, we've experienced that one. That one's not fun.
No, not
but
fun.
I had that problem with tomatoes. My tomatoes took over. So I do not plant tomatoes in aquaponics anymore unless they've got their very own little garden bed. And it's small enough to be able to be cleaned out regularly. Because the roots create such a massive roots, you get a complete anaerobic.
Yes. Highway to Hell, I believe.
Thunderstruck.
Ah, Thunderstruck.
I get no clue. I can't see it properly.
He's playing AC/DC.
Bomber put a link in.
Oh, did he?
It's I heard that, baby.
Pop bagpipes, rock and roll. Oh my gosh.
Oh, the 2 cellos do a lot of AC/DC stuff too. That's very impressive.
Oh, come on.
I'll have to have a look at that later.
If you're going to go AC/DC, then you've got to go with Hayseed Dixie.
Oh, I saw that one.
Bluegrass version.
Oh, on the bloody ride-on mower. He's at the start of the clip. He turns up on a ride-on mower. It's gold.
You got it. Tammy got it. It's a guy with the flooding bagpipes.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's awesome. I have no idea where he's dropped off the earth to, but yeah.
Yeah, we do a lot of curries at my place, and every so often I notice I got flaming bagpipes.
I can understand that. I can certainly understand that. So how's everyone going with growing their chilies?
Too well.
Talking about hot things.
Too well. I'm off the grid with bloody chilies. Completely self-sufficient.
Okay.
If you want, I do my own chili powder. I've got a video on that.
You got a video on everything, Andy.
I know. I don't. Well, I've never bothered to grow the channel. What I did was I said to myself, right, get this crap on tape because you're going to muck it up. You don't know what you're doing. And people learn more from watching what you did wrong than what everyone does right.
True.
And so I've done that for about 10 years now.
Okay. Have you had your channel for 10 years?
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
And I was, well, I'd like to say I was clever, but I wasn't. I wasn't really clever. It was just lucky. I decided when I started gardening here that I'd video the whole lot. So as the aquaponics got built, that all got videoed. When it fell over because I didn't build it properly, that all got videoed. Like I fess up to everything. I don't mind.
That's all about learning, isn't it?
It is.
It is.
It is, yes.
So, Andy, where in Brisbane are you?
McDowell.
Okay.
Which is near. No, that's actually. I laugh, but it's not a stupid question. It's near Everton Park or Chermside
Yep.
McDowell's not a
North side.
well-known place.
North side of Brisbane.
Yeah, it's a tiny little bloody suburb.
I had a car accident in McDowell.
Did you?
Or
At the roundabout?
that may have been Stafford Heights.
That's not far.
No, it was on Kitchener Road. So it was on that round.
Yeah, that's Stafford Heights.
Yeah, Stafford Heights. It was at that set of lights. I was coming down the hill, and he turned right in front of me. It wasn't pretty. There was that much distance between my front bumper bar and my dashboard.
What car were you driving?
I was driving a little hatchback, but the tow truck.
What colour?
It was an old one too. It was orange.
What colour? A little orange hatchback?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it wasn't me.
I was going to say you're either driving a red 4X van or an active liquor barn truck. I can't remember which one.
I could have been in a liquor barn truck.
I can't remember which one it was, but the tow truck driver looked at me and said, "Why are you here?"
Mm.
He said people shouldn't have come out of the accident that I had.
Dawn, that's why I don't follow recipes, because I can't remember them.
I write them down.
Agent can only cook if he has a recipe.
And I will happily admit that.
Otherwise, his food is crap.
Oh, that's harsh. I can't follow a recipe either.
I know,
but I did write. I did write a cookbook.
You wrote a cookbook?
No.
True story.
Except for his scrambled eggs and his potato pancakes. Other than that, if he doesn't follow a recipe, his food's shit.
It's hard to screw up scrambled eggs.
Oh no, that's not hard. If you've got the temperature wrong, you end up with a whole heap of liquid everywhere, and it just looks like curdled mess.
That's overcooked, and if you beat the crap out of it too much, it gets tough as hell.
If you put milk in it,
I don't put milk in mine.
It's the wrong thing to do to put milk in scrambled eggs.
I don't.
No, it's not.
Really?
I put milk in mine.
My scrambled egg.
I put cream in mine tonight.
Have you tried them without the milk?
Yes, no. I do quail eggs without the milk because I'm too lazy to put milk in and scramble it.
When I do my scrambled eggs, I do a burnt butter sauce in the fry pan first, or a béarnaise. Then I put the eggs into that and just gently fold them over.
That's the trick. Gently fold it. It's got nothing to do with milk or no milk. It's to gently fold them over, and don't overcook them.
Yes, don't overcook.
Don't do like my mum. My mum used to put them in, turn the stove up full bore, get a two-handed wooden spoon, and the whole time, and then you get these nuggets of egg, which would go on your toast, followed swiftly by water. So the whole lot was crap.
Not a good look.
No.
Honestly, try them without the milk.
Hope you're all good, guys.
You get a much more of an egg flavour.
Yeah, I don't doubt that, but I hate to
because you don't have anything but milk in it.
He's a yuppie. That's his trouble. He's a yuppie. See, real people put milk in to make the egg go further, Agent. Because we can't. Well, that was how it started. I'm sure that's.
He's not making egg white omelets, so hey.
Hang on, I'll tell you a story.
Now you know I was teasing him, don't you?
A very little tacker. I think I was about 6 or 7. We did the drive from Darwin to Brisbane, which was our 2-year pilgrimage, and we stayed overnight in this hotel. I think it was at Camberwell or somewhere like that, and we were getting our breakfast done, and the lady came in and she goes, "Oh, what would you like for breakfast?"
I agree, Jamie.
Said, "Oh, well, Vivian would like scrambled eggs, but she's pretty particular about how it's cooked." like as in the way I do it. And the lady actually took Mum into the kitchen and she said, well, how do you do it different to Australian scrambled eggs? Because my daughter won't eat it. So Mum got in the kitchen, made her European
Who's got
scrambled
music playing?
no milk, anything.
Oh, it's me. There's a party next door. I don't have music playing. There's a party next door.
Okay.
And then the owner
Sorry
gave
about that.
some to her daughter, and her daughter loved them and wanted scrambled eggs every day after that. So there you go.
You'll have to
Does
make a
it-
video showing us how to make scrambled eggs properly, Bibby.
But is that the only difference? You don't put milk in?
Yeah,
Agent's already done that. I think we've got it in our playlist.
I do it again. Oh, there's just
Was
It's
that with the
already-
dehydrated egg?
no.
No.
Beat the eggs, salt and pepper, the Bernays butter in the fry pan, tip it in, just gently fold it.
I still say to gently fold it. That's the trick. And I read that in a really old Women's Weekly cookbook. Really old Women's Weekly how-to cookbook. That was bloody fabulous.
Oh yeah, some of the best recipes I reckon that you can find are in the old CWA cookbooks.
Yes. There's another one, the Women's Weekly, and there was another magazine at the time which I will think of. And I just go around the. No, it's
New idea.
It's not. No, it's something else. It's like that. It's one of those era, and they're just old great cookbooks. You know, they're gold.
Yeah.
And they're
Country Women's Association, Tammy.
They're
CWA,
50 cents.
yeah, Country Women's
50
Association.
cents at the op shops. You know, you couldn't go wrong.
No. Actually, there's a YouTube channel that it's called it's based on cooking in the Great Depression. What's it called?
Oh yeah, that old girl.
Clara.
She died.
Clara. Yeah.
Clara.
Some of the recipes that she does, of cooking, in the Great Depression to make palatable meals,
Out of nothing.
out of basically nothing, and feed a family. It's just amazing.
Well, can I tell you that I went into emotional trauma when I finally found out that Clara had died, because I'd followed her for ages when the kids were just putting stuff up.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden the next clip was, and Grandma's died. And I thought, oh, man, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's.
She was
awesome.
gold. And she was as
She was
sharp as a tack. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is Clara? Clara who, sorry?
She was an American lady who was
She was
90-something years old that grew up in the Depression. And that's when she'd learned to cook.
So
Sorry, Biddy?
Cooking with Clara.
Yeah. And I actually appreciate that her grandson actually getting
Documenting it all.
doing his videos.
It's wonderful.
The world now has this documentary of recipes from the Great Depression.
And that's
Cool.
one of the reasons too that I put my recipes up, because they come from my mum, and she passed away back in 1990. And the boys, well, John still lives at home, but like Josh would ring me up and go, "Hey Mum, how do I make this? Hey Mum, how do I make this?" And even John goes, I say to John, "What would you like for your birthday dinner?" Because that's something we do. And he goes, "Oh, can I just have Butcher's potato soup?" Which is my mum's potato soup.
Yeah.
And then he's actually made it himself. He makes my father's world famous tuna dip, which is absolutely amazing on a sandwich.
Yes, and crackers.
Yeah, so I've done the recipes for my boys so they can go, oh, hang on, I'm really craving Butcher's this, or I'm really craving Juddex this, and they can just go onto the channel and get the recipe of how to do it.
So you've done the potato soup in the playlist.
Yeah, the potato soup's in there.
Okay, so yeah,
Tuna dip's in there.
so there you
Potato
go.
salad's in there.
The tuna dip, the potato soup, it's in our playlist.
I couldn't see the scrambled eggs.
Agent did the scrambled egg.
No, it's cooking with Bibby and Agent.
Yeah, it is. Yes.
Yeah, and he's done the scrambled egg and the potato pancakes.
And the cheesecakes. Good morning.
I know the cheesecake. Oh, there it is.
Good
Agent scrambled eggs. My apologies, I found it. And I've actually watched it.
There you go, Bomber. Put up the Clara's stuff.
And a very good morning to the
Hi,
Gypsy
Gypsy Vanilla.
and Vanilla.
Hey, Gypsy.
Hi, Bigfoot
New
Prepper.
Beginnings.
Hey, Gypsy.
Have a look
from another
at
Gypsy.
Wartime Farm. It's a series that was done by 3 archaeologists. That's exactly what you're talking about.
Is that the continuation of the Edwardian one? And
Yeah, well, I think Wartime Farm was done first, and then they did a whole lot. Yeah, they did a whole lot of other ones where it's archaeologists who just drop them into an era, and it's usually about a 10-part series where they can only use the tools and the knowledge at the time. And
What was it
the
called?
wartime one I loved. It was just fascinating.
What was
Well,
it?
you can find them through Googling Wartime Farm.
If anyone would like to jump up in the panel, the link is down there.
And a very good afternoon or good morning to Bigfoot.
Hey, Bigfoot, how you doing?
Welcome aboard, Bigfoot. Good to see you here.
Hey guys, can I ask? Can we type into the comments on the side in SteamYard?
no, you can type in the private chat, but not in the comment section. Only the
Okay.
person who owns the stream can type into the comment section.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The only reason I asked, I was going to put a couple of links in, but it doesn't matter. It's all good. He's seen it, or he or she has seen it.
Andy, we can actually do that for you because we can make you a mod.
Where's Andy?
Too late. I just killed it.
You just killed it.
I shut
He
down
killed
that
where he
link.
Googled it up.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
You ever
find
thought of
Andy
becoming
in
an
the chat.
interpreter, Darren?
Darren is a very good
Yeah.
interpreter.
Happens whenever there's Americans around.
How do we make Andy a mod?
Click on his name when he puts a comment in the chat. He hasn't put a comment in the chat.
You just told me
It's
I
right
can't.
back at the beginning.
You can put a comment in YouTube in the chat.
I had to
Yeah,
shut YouTube because the echo was terrible.
You can mute it.
You can mute YouTube.
Oh, come on, you techno whizzes. Jeez, whiz.
Techno whizzes.
Just turn the volume down. Yay,
I swing a
that was
hammer
fun.
at hot metal. You calling me a techno wizard?
Yeah, you techno boy.
Welcome back,
It's
Daz.
technology, Darren. It's just a bit of ancient technology. Still technology.
Isn't that the fangled name, but techno wizard? Isn't that just a fangled name for a nerd?
Dawn,
Don't know.
Dawn,
I have no idea.
we're normally on a Saturday night. Sweeney's Creek is doing Friday nights now,
Yeah.
I think, at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sweeney's is doing Fridays.
Yeah.
And
At least until Josh comes back.
Yeah, Sweeney's does Friday, Scaron does Sunday.
Josh has got
guys do
Wi-Fi back. Josh has got Wi-Fi back on his property. So he's going to be able
Saturday.
to start putting videos up again.
Cool.
okay.
Just a bit of trivia.
Nettie and Adam do Tuesday.
Tuesday nights, yes.
And when I do one, you're probably asleep.
Probably. Because you do it American
Well,
time.
Yeah, I do it American Prime.
Yeah,
That's
'cause you
usually in the morning, isn't it? Around 9.
You don't
Usually
know,
do it
love
early
us,
in the
Darren.
morning.
We know.
What's
That's
that?
when he gets up.
9? You think I'm up at 9?
No, you wouldn't be up by 9, mate.
Yeah. What are you living in if you think I'm up at 9?
What, 9 a.m. or 9 p.m.?
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, no. Dinner's at 9 p.m., isn't it?
Yeah.
If it's an early one.
That's when he starts cooking dinner. What was for dinner, Darren?
Scrambled eggs.
Appropriate conversation to be having then, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
With cream in it, mushroom, powdered mushroom, and cheese.
Yum.
Nice.
Yum.
I did the
That was an omelette, in other words, not a scrambled egg.
No, it's scrambled eggs. It was
That's
scrambled.
an omelette.
It
was an
wasn't.
no.
It wasn't cooked on one
Omelets
side
are
and flipped
very
over.
different.
Yes.
Omelette means no scrambling, no pushing it around and stirring it. It's just all flat.
Putting in mushroom powder adds some umami to it, and it's very nice.
Well,
I don't dig on this
actually,
umami theory.
because I used to date
It doesn't
a chef,
work with Thai.
when you start
No, it doesn't.
an omelette, you have to do a little bit of shifting around.
A little bit of shifting. Does it involve the dancing too?
On there.
Oh,
Huh?
I've often said Darren's a
When
bit
you said the
shifty.
shifting, you gave that little dance. You gave a little shimmy.
You know, shifting.
You
You know, you get
shimmied
the spoon
at the
and do
same
the
time
shift.
as you said it.
Hang on.
There
I'll
you
do the
go.
shimmy.
Wild had scrambled eggs too. She
No,
smashed them
no.
up.
Rob, not shifting. He's shifty. Darren's shifty.
There, yeah.
Shifty. Or what I need to do
Me.
the ballroom shimmy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I haven't ballroom danced in 5 years.
I'm a,
Oh,
I'm a-
coffee in it and Jack biscuits is so yummy.
Yeah.
Agent
Making
wants
me
to do a bit of ballroom shimmy in his kilt.
Where's your Tinder
Get
account?
onto the kilt
Hang
thing.
on, where's
Yeah,
your
but
phone?
if he's wearing his skirt, he's got to get his partner to lead.
Well, they reckon that you want to do some ballroom shimmying. So where's your Tinder account? We'll bring it up. See if we can find anyone for you.
They don't call him tripod for nothing, you know. Oh, that's right. They don't call him tripod.
They don't call him tripod. Yeah.
Well, hang on. Look, we'll pull up your Tinder account. We'll see if we can find someone for you to do ballroom shimmy with tonight.
Baby.
I don't have a Tinder account.
Agent doesn't look happy.
I have a Tinder account, but I worked out that they don't actually have any kindling. What good is it?
You use the kindling after the tinder.
Oh man.
You got to get the spark to take before you can get the fire going.
Oh, you want to see when?
That's only.
What?
That's definitely not the
Oh,
way to
poor
find
agent.
an old flame. Oh god.
Oh God.
Flame that puts
Yeah, that went down like a lead balloon.
Spartan spacesuit.
Yeah.
See, Robert saying that freedom the kilt offers, it brings back memories. No, bring it back.
Bring it back. Yeah.
So,
No,
Robert, this is the kilt.
no. I
Well,
like
It's
to
a
keep.
skirt.
I keep things packaged a little
It's a
tighter than
skirt.
that.
I'm so good
And
at
yes, it
making a
is a pleated
fire.
skirt.
Last time I lit my pizza oven out in the backyard, 2 women knocked on the door to ask if anyone was home or they were going to ring the fire brigade.
Okay.
It was embarrassing.
A kilt makes a good woodshed, apparently.
A good woodshed.
Good woodshed.
Think about it. Think about it, boys and girls.
He's keeping a roof over his wood.
Otherwise, he's got a woody.
Roast
It's a
nuts.
shed for his woody.
It is. Yes.
Agent still hasn't got
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I got it. I got it. I'm just
Ages ago.
Yeah. Okay. Oh boy. Keeping up
Oh,
stride
dear.
here.
Robert, when
While
you got to
you check-
explain the joke, mate, that's a problem, buddy. I'm not saying it was a dad joke, but
But yeah,
I am.
we'll just leave that one just there. Yeah.
Thomas said he heard that one was a splinter.
Yeah.
Yes, it's just a little splinter.
Ooh.
Gypsy and the
I think
Villanella
you need
Gorilla.
more
Just got
coffee,
my new
Robert.
Team Will It Grow sticker in the mail. It's huge. So it's obviously not a sticker made from his pepper.
Okay.
Because
Got a
John's
sticker
man
in
is
the
small
mail.
pepper.
Yeah.
Because he's choking. A small chicken.
It's enough of that foul play, thank you.
Oh, but we've had so much fun with the
Got
cats.
you. Yeah. Oh god,
Ah.
yeah.
Even my
Yeah.
plants
The
aren't
Gyp-
rooting for me.
the gypsy's got to be.
It's a bit
It's gotta-
sad, Darren.
That's got to be an Aussie, doesn't it?
No.
Gypsy Vanilla
American.
Gorilla. No, American.
Oh, okay. So they meant as in cheering.
Yeah,
for
they
me.
mean. They mean cheering,
Ah,
Yeah.
gotcha.
not what
Yeah.
we'd mean.
Sorry.
No.
See, I thought taking root in the ground.
Yeah, not Australian root.
No.
I can be a little black and
Yeah,
white.
not the
sometimes.
Australian version thereof.
No.
Hey, I worked around prisons and detention centres, and
Yeah,
I
but
can't
it's
shake
the audience. It's the audience watching that.
Andy, we're
Mhm.
both
Ex-screws. 8
ex-screws
8 years.
at Arthur Gorrie.
oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay.
So are we.
Oh, well, yeah.
My
For
dad
those,
used
for those that
You're-
don't know, Arthur Gorrie is a remand and reception centre,
That's
and it's
now-
privately run.
No,
Not anymore.
not anymore. It's gone
They
back-
changed it.
It's gone
Yep.
back to the government about 3 months ago.
Ah. At one
They
stage,
lost
I
the
was
contract.
good. At one stage, sorry. At one
That's an
stage, I
interesting
was.
sticker.
Now get ready for this. At one stage, I was the chief discipline officer for Queensland Corrections. That was a fun job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it's fun
You
is
can
the word I
imagine.
used for that one.
Yeah, you can imagine. And then after that, I actually ran youth justice. So I
Ah.
literally ran the detention centres, which is an absolute hoot. Loved it.
Yeah.
Well, we hated having the juveniles at Gorrie when they first came in.
Yeah.
That's because they were naughty, and that's why we sent them to you.
Yeah. Thanks very much on night shift. Yeah. Thank you. Dodging the weed, dodging the poo.
Ew.
Yeah, they were shockers.
Yeah, we actually had one because the unit that they were kept in, they were playing up one night, and the they had like the louvers on the outside of the cell bars, and they were like using it, working those, like clapping, making noise. And one actually worked them so hard he actually smashed the louvers. So we went up there up to our cell, took him out, and brought him out to the night shift manager and said, "Mr. So-and-so," he said, "Is this the prisoner that damaged his cell?" "Yeah, right. Take him down. Do you?" So yeah.
Oh yes, yeah, and
DU is the separate confinement block.
detention unit. It was yeah, and I used to tell the kids, I won't do you for one louver. I won't do you for the louvers. I'll do you for every one of those 12 louvers. Everyone's going to be a single charge, and I'll put it in with the coppers, and you have a nice day. Or you can be sensible.
Yeah, good luck.
No, they were actually. They were really. I was the one person that ran both centres, so I had Townsville and the Wacol one. Never had a riot, none of that. I had one kid on a roof once, but he jumped off really quick because he was yelling out, Andy, I want to talk to you. But my brain was kind of distracted on the fact that I couldn't find the rest of the kids. So I said, well, I'm not getting on the roof yet, idiot. Get off. Come with me and tell me what you want. He jumped off. And all the staff wanted to know what was my great technique that talked this kid down.
Get off the roof.
I was distracted. Yeah, get off the roof, idiot.
And when I actually left Gorrie, apparently I heard from my day-night shift crew, when they found out that I'd left, they were all singing, ding dong, the witch is dead, the witch is dead, the witch is dead.
Oh.
Yes, I had a mark.
Well, corrections was a bit more. I haven't worked in both places. Corrections was a lot more nasty than I'd geared up the detention centres to be. I actually had them quite nice at one stage.
See you, Darren.
Bye, Darren.
Hello, Darren.
He's got to go feed his face
The scrambled eggs.
with scrambled eggs. Oh no, he already had his scrambled eggs.
Yeah, you
Oh,
already
no.
had the scrambled eggs.
I was going to
His
say,
new lady
he's
must
left
be
that
on.
late.
Yeah.
He doesn't normally eat before the live start.
Okay.
No, I reckon the new lady's online.
Ah.
Does she wear ladies'
lady?
clothes?
Don't know.
There's a bloody party next door, and Jesus, noisy. If you can hear it,
We
I
know.
apologise.
Yeah.
It's all
We don't mind.
good.
Yeah,
It's all good.
We don't
sorry
mind.
about that.
It's all
It's
good.
all
It's all
good.
good. Robert, have you had your coffee yet? Are you ready to come up on the live?
Come on,
Come on.
Robert.
Come on, Robert.
Hop up and say
Oh,
hello.
Gypsy, there's only one difference between the ones on the, and this is one thing I always understood. The only difference usually between the ones on the inside and the ones on the outside is we
Thanks
never
for
got
popping
caught.
in, Dawn.
Yeah. Thank you,
Or
Dawn.
we were good white males.
Bye, Dawn.
Thank you for dropping by, Dawn. Thank you.
See you, Dawny.
Yeah. Yeah, I sometimes said, to the convicts, the only difference is you got caught. Yeah. But
I mean, tell me we never did anything wrong.
I can't.
Yeah, I never robbed a shop. I never robbed a shop or anything. Don't get me wrong. But, it starts with you do something stupid. The coppers pick you up. They nab you, and you end up, before you know what's happening, you got a record, and bam, you're in jail.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Robert, we're not even going to see your face.
Yeah.
So you might as well pop up even after
Yeah.
Yeah.
first cup.
Or your second or your third.
And he's going, oh,
Yeah.
You could be
He's
drinking your
rough,
cup of coffee whilst on the live.
Just mute your camera, mate.
Yeah.
Is that
It's
the
not
word
He
for
never
it?
has his
Mute your
camera
camera.
on. Robert never has his camera on.
No.
Definitely not facing him anyway.
no, it's got to be on everything else.
Yeah. But
Mhm.
But apparently when he gets to 1 million subscribers, then he's going to go show his face.
but I do reckon that, Robert, I reckon that you've got the sort of voice that would do well in like TV voiceovers.
Or the porn industry. I reckon he's got a voice for porn.
A voice for porn?
I think he's got a much
Yeah.
nicer voice than that.
Have you
I'm
not?
here to fix the bull.
I'm here.
You have to have a special voice, on the voiceovers.
Yeah.
And then along he came. Like it's a special voice, and that really crap music from the 1970s that apparently they play. Well, the clips that agent sent me, they played them anyway.
You said you wouldn't tell.
Huh?
He said you wouldn't tell.
Jeez Louise, he was only born in 71.
Jesus.
How would he know?
Yeah.
When was he born?
71.
You liar. She said 65.
No, 71.
71.
Oh, you're a baby.
Yeah.
I'm younger than that.
71 and
Are you?
67.
Thanks for popping in, Dazzy.
75.
Hope you pop back in again.
Yeah.
No wonder I feel old.
Why?
Why?
He is old. But
Because
we
I
love
am,
you.
yeah. Because I am, that's about it.
When were you born?
Were you born, Gerwin?
75.
75.
Let me put it this way.
I'm a spring chicken. What can I say?
I'm lucky and I can expand my yard. I found a way to expand the yard here. Now, it's not going to sound like a lot.
we're talking about your birth year.
That's what I'm getting on to. You got to work with me, babe. So I'm going to get I reckon I'll get another. I'm going to punch her, agent. I'm going to punch her.
Robert's response to your porn thing.
I'm going to get another 50 metres, I reckon, in my yard, which most people would say, well, that's nothing. Why are you bothering? In my yard, that's a lot. That's a third of my garden.
Yeah.
So I've been working for the last 3 days, solid, really solid. And I'm feeling every one of my 85 years, even though I'm not even...
Yeah, right.
Even though I'm not quite 60.
So what year were you born in?
62.
62.
So I rolled out a bit.
A year older than my ex-husband.
It was a good, 62 was a vintage year.
So it was 67.
I rolled out of bed this morning and there was a lot of moaning and groaning. But I can lift my arms up now. Look. My arms go up. They didn't this morning.
So then
never a good thing.
You would remember the introduction of decimal currency.
Yeah.
Barely.
Well, there you go. Tammy said 67 was a good year.
Well, I don't know. I barely remember. I remember we had the old pennies and stuff in the plum pudding that my grandmother used to make.
Yeah.
And I remember my brothers used to put pennies on the tracks of the tram, and the tram would come along and go bam and fold the penny in half, and they thought that was magic.
Sorry, I just attacked the cat.
That was Bibi.
You do like that chicken.
Good on you. see if I can fix it.
It's okay.
Yeah. So there was Bibi. She just scared one of the lives out of one of her cats. So we got a cat running around with 8 lives now, not 9.
Oh, the poor cat.
I'm a shocker.
The cat now has 7 lives. Yeah, so wasn't it 1967 we changed over to decimal currency? Or was it
68.
68?
68 or 69, I think.
No, I think it's
No, I reckon I was 4, so it must have been 66.
Can't imagine too many 4-year-olds would know much about what's happening with currency.
No.
I was just a little tacker, I'm telling you. I can track it through. I can track it through because I lived with my parents got divorced, so I lived with my grandparents. Where did you go, Gerwin? And when that happened when I was about 4. So it's got to have been in that time frame.
Yeah.
You could be right, Bomber Steve.
Day 1966.
66.
So it was a year before my birth.
But I wasn't. Yeah, I was really small, so I'm kind of barely remembering.
We got Mike the Caveman Savage here, the real Mike.
Mike in the chat.
Well, it's probably
It's the real Mike.
Edible
Mike. A real Mike.
No, it's different. It says, Mike, hi, how you doing today? So I'm saying, I reckon that's not wild, but that's actually Mike.
You can tell because it's got the Savage on the end.
Oh, there you go. Savage.
Mike the Caveman Savage is the real Mike.
There we go. There we go.
Everything else is wild.
Not wild, Mike. We've got the real Mike.
We've got the real Mike.
Geez, how many channels do they have?
A few.
They've got their own and they've got a shared one. There you go. So I'm going to put up the link again. See if
Steve,
anyone else wants.
Go for it. Steve, can you imagine getting a whole bunch of 20-cent and 50-cent pieces, throwing them into a pudding, and then eating it? These days, you'd end up with a damn heroin addiction or something, wouldn't you?
You'd end up with some sort of illness. You can't.
Yeah.
They used to do it with pennies. You can't do it now.
Well, they did it with pennies and shillings. I remember it really well.
Yeah.
Hey,
I remember hearing about it.
We had those things at Christmas time. Different sort of food.
Different sort of food, yes.
And I got all my presents Christmas Eve, not Christmas morning. Because Santa made special stops to all us European kids in Australia.
Do you want to explain why?
Because they celebrate Christmas Eve up that way. Because
everyone knows that.
Yeah, well, they celebrate Christmas Eve. You open up your presents Christmas Eve because Santa Claus comes Christmas Eve. So you open up your presents, you have all your meal and what have you, and then you go to midnight mass.
There you go.
So in Australia, the Europeans that have immigrated normally made the same thing. It was Christmas Eve, you got your presents, and then you went to midnight mass, and because we're all Catholics. Well, majority Catholics.
Yeah. There you go. 6 sequences we use in Christmas pudding and the finest of the country kitten. Yes.
Yes.
So I did not know when I married my pommy ex-husband that there was a thing as mince pies and Christmas pudding.
Oh, fruit mince pies. I hate those bloody things.
Turkey and other stuff, and it was like, you what?
Okay.
Turkey's good. No, I can do all the chooks and stuff. I mean, it's ridiculous in Australia that people have a hot lunch, Christmas lunch in the middle of stinking hot summer,
Well, you can
Why do
imagine
they?
Christmas
Why?
Eve, Christmas Day in Darwin.
Yes. Why? Why would you have hot food?
And like these days here, oh, it's Christmas Day. Yeah, that's what everyone else does because we're not actually on the Christian calendar. But it's like we celebrate little bits of things.
Yeah.
Like Christmas Eve, we celebrate for my parents because they've passed away in 1990 and 1998. So both the kids are at home and we do a mishmash of Christmas Eve food. And then normally my eldest, who still lives here, heads off to Dad's on Boxing Day to do the Christmas thing over there. And my youngest has a beautiful Italian girlfriend and does Christmas Day with her family. So it's a real mishmash of everything in this household.
But on Christmas Day, there's normally, like for lunch, it's normally a big feed of prawns on ice and watching a movie.
We do cold meat and salad and pavlova and fruit mince pies.
Oh,
We love fruit mince pies.
Well, Christmas
I hate
Eve,
them suckers.
Christmas Eve, we normally do prawns, roast pork, roast beef, roast chicken,
Roast lamb,
lamb.
potato salad.
My mum's potato
Just do cold
salad.
leg of ham. Oh, potato salad's a must.
Well, with my mum's potato salad, it's a must.
Gotta
Tastes
try
very
your
much
mum's
the
potato salad.
same, but it's the when I was growing up and there was a barbecue anywhere, everyone said, Lydia, you're bringing your potato salad, aren't you? And it's like, yeah, it's the world's best potato salad.
And then there's
So-
red cabbage, sauerkraut.
So yeah, it's a mishmash of all cultures on Christmas Eve.
On one table.
I love the charcrut.
Sauerkraut.
Sauerkraut. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yes.
I
red
haven't
cabbage,
tasted
my
sauerkraut.
Oh,
I
you need a
haven't been
real
going.
one. Oh no,
Yeah.
a real one is really good because they wash it. What happens is the crap you get in a shop.
I haven't bought any.
It's prepared right, but it's not. They don't wash it. They don't give you instructions. They don't say, "Here's how you eat it." And the other version of sauerkraut that I really like is kimchi, which is the spicy Asian version.
I've heard of it.
You haven't tried my mama's sauerkraut.
I like sauerkraut. Don't get me wrong.
I just struggle with
No,
new
no.
foods. I really struggle with new foods.
She adapted because like they immigrated after the war, and so a lot of the foods that she was used to they didn't have in Australia. And then all of a sudden there was this tin of sauerkraut from Edgel's, and Mum opened it up, took a taste of it. Are you for real?
What the hell is that?
And so I make my sauerkraut the way Mama did. So it's got bacon, it's got onion in it. It's just yum.
Oh, good on you,
You've got
Steve.
that in your playlist too. That one's
Well,
in your playlist, I can see.
Yes.
And the red cabbage as well, which is awesome.
Yes.
And what else is? Well, one thing that Mum doctored, which I just don't like, was the roll mops, which is the pickled herrings. But apparently she craved them the whole time she was pregnant with me. I was like,
Gott
not
Himmel,
even
das
going
ist
there.
nicht sehr gut.
Enough said.
And then, of course, you got to have the dill pickles.
Yeah. Posted.
Oh, I love a dill pickle.
Have you had Schmalek?
No.
You have not had Schmalek, Andy?
Nine.
No, that's Polish. Schmalek is Polish. Oh my goodness.
But I
Yeah.
can't speak Polish. I can speak a little bit of German, but not Polish. I can even do a little bit of French at a pinch, or some Spanish. Uno ron negra con cola, por favor.
Okay.
Well, I
Not a
can
clue.
speak too, full of
One dark
English.
rum and coke, please.
Ah, ce soir.
Honestly, Andy, up on Mount Tambourine in Gerwin, on Mount Tambourine, there's this place called the Polish Place. Okay, that's what it's called. It's home cooked traditional Polish food. They have about three or four dozen different types of vodka. They've got Polish beer, and yeah, if you want to treat yourself to something really spectacular, and the views there, you go up there for lunch, whatever, the views over the Gold Coast hinterland are just spectacular.
I tell you what, Andy, if we come
Mount Tambourine is
over
gorgeous.
to do some of your courses,
We'll bring you some schmalek
I'll bring you Schmalek and rye bread.
and Polski
Beautiful.
ogórki. And Polski ogórki.
That's a dill pickle. That's a pickle.
Oh.
It's a cucumber pickle that Rosie loves.
Dill pickles.
We buy that. We buy that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, but do you actually get the Polski ogórki, or do you
Yes.
just get the dill pickles?
No.
There's a difference.
I know it's the Polski. If I get the wrong dill pickle, I get beaten.
Yeah, it's got to be the Polski ogórki.
Okay. Andy,
Yeah, that's what.
I can relate.
Yeah,
As a kid,
that's what my Rosie says. Hmm.
as a kid, if you offered me chocolate, I'd knock it back. You give me a piece of salami and a Polski ogórki, I was happy. But it had to be kielbasa, which is Polish.
It's the kielbasa is very close to a Kransky. Ha ha ha!
Kielbasa is more like a metwurst.
It's a pork sausage that's smoked, yeah, with garlic.
But the texture is more like a metwurst.
So that means it's just rough ground in the mincer.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I got a hail of abuse about my Kransky. I did a Kransky video. And then I got this hail of abuse about that. Das ist no kielbasa. And I thought, oh man, I said it was a Kransky anyway.
Yeah.
And so I worked out pretty quick. They must be fairly similar.
I'm with you, Wild. Chocolate's going to win. Although I do like salami.
Oh, well, I guess because I was brought up with wog food. No,
Me too.
I mean, even now,
I
chocolate.
Yours was Polish, mine was Italian.
Yeah, mine was fairly bland. My poor
Steve?
dad had to stop cooking with spices.
I'm disappointed, Steve, that you haven't popped up the Kransky recipe video, mate. You're slipping. What's going on, buddy?
Actually,
He's probably looking for it.
I'm kind of surprised that Bomber hasn't jumped up in the chat, actually.
Yeah,
He hasn't come up on the panel.
Yeah,
Bomber.
yeah, Bomber.
Now we're talking about food.
Yeah. Yeah. Hint, Bomber. Actually,
I am absolutely shocking at new foods.
I haven't asked how is Julianne doing, JA. We haven't asked.
Gerald, you got to try new foods.
Oh, it's magnificent.
I try. I think about it. I just
think about it.
Do it from what you grow.
I struggle with that too. It's a real challenge.
No, stick with me, baby. Oh, well done, Steve. We'll get you on falafels. a good falafel flatbread with lettuce and some sauces and some Spanish onion and stuff and tomato. And it's all stuff that you grow. The falafels are made from your Madagascar beans.
It's not
It's
producing
gold.
beans yet.
It will.
Not
It will.
producing
Trust me.
beans yet. Oh, it will.
Trust
I
me.
believe that it
You-
will, and I'm enjoying
you-
watching it grow.
You'll be ringing me up saying, Andy, I want rid of some of these beans. What do I do?
That's when I'll just go to your old videos.
Good idea.
Did you know that you can use pumpkin leaves as an alternative to a bread type wrap?
No,
I haven't
they're a bit
haven't
spiky.
tried it.
Yeah.
Pumpkin leaves
Yeah.
are very spiky.
I've got a thing called beetle leaf, which is not the beetle berry that they chew at the islands and get all high. It's a kind of
Falafel and
vegetable.
donkey milk.
Falafel.
I'm
Well,
not
that'd
sure
be
about
nice.
falafel and donkey milk. That kind of.
Do you
Robert.
mean falafel and donkey cheese would be good?
Actually, I want to find it. This
I'm not
tree
milking the
that-
donkey.
wanna find This,
You want to milk the donkey?
I'm not
She
milking
doesn't
a
want
donkey.
to.
I'm not milking a donkey.
That's just wrong. Milking a donkey.
I'm not milking a donkey. There you go. Bomber's found your how to make playlist.
Yeah, but
Oh my
I'll-
God!
I
pardon me.
want to find this tree that Wild is talking about.
The chocolate bark tree.
Yeah,
No, it's not bark. It's bar. I
chocolate
think
bar
they're
tree.
joking.
Chocolate bar tree. Where's my chocolate bar tree? Ah,
Yeah,
It's probably like our drop bears.
yeah, like the drop bears. Yeah,
could be.
could be. Yeah, could be.
It might be worth having a crack at a cacao tree.
Yeah, I want to grow a
Yes.
cacao tree, but I've got to create the right habitat for it because it's a rainforest
I'm
tree.
trying.
You'd be
I'm
able to grow
trying.
one.
I've got 2 coffee trees,
If you
and
can
I've
grow
got a
coffee, you
tea
can grow
tree as
cacao.
well, a tea plant.
You'd be able to
Yeah.
grow the
That's what
cacao
I'm
if you've got a
hoping.
coffee.
Well, we've got a coffee plant, don't we?
Don't think so.
Robert said
What?
it's far too early for him to attempt humour.
You said it
Yes,
was a coffee
drop bears
plant.
love
Oh, no,
chocolate bar
no.
trees.
No,
Apparently, we have a tobacco plant.
Yeah,
Yes, I heard that this afternoon.
yeah.
And then
But I'm not sure if it's a Virginia or a native tobacco plant. If it's a native, it's no good. If it's the Virginia tobacco plant, then that's good.
if
well,
it's the wrong
Ask
There's
me.
no drop bears.
if it's the wrong one, agent, give me a quiet yodel. I can help you.
Did everyone see Sweeties Creek Farms video with the bunyip print?
Yeah,
No,
You gotta see it. It's really funny.
I just went. Oh, you sure it's not a drop bear?
No, it wasn't a drop bear.
No.
It
Did
was
you get a
very
Roger
interesting
on-
when he got to the end.
did you
gotta
get a
watch
Roger
that
on
video
that
to the
comment, agent?
Sorry.
Did you get a Roger on the comment about the tobacco?
No.
No. No. If you don't have any luck with what you got, let me know, just quietly.
Yeah. No problem at all.
We've we think we have some wild lettuce growing too, which should be an interesting experiment.
Yeah, for pain relief.
Mm.
Yes. Yeah.
Well,
so-
have you ever heard of lion's mane?
Yes. That's
I've
actually
heard-
really good for your memory
And
and brain function.
a fantastic pain relief thing.
okay.
Hey, it's a mushroom. You can grow it.
No, this is a it
Or is that a
looks
different one?
a bit like almost like a sunflower,
Okay, maybe
And
it's a different
because
one than I'm thinking.
yeah, it would be. And because nobody knows it, I made the mistake of putting it on the footpath in my footpath garden.
Ooh,
Some fool decided that they liked the look of the flower and pulled the whole damn bush out.
ah,
So I don't have that lion's mane thing anymore. But pity, because I think Agent would appreciate that one.
where did you get it from?
Can't tell you.
Can you get another one?
All right, have
Yes.
to shoot you.
I potentially can get another one, the same as I can potentially get the tobacco plants.
Well, that sounds like a solution then. And don't plant it on your footpath.
Yeah, I was so annoyed.
That's why
Definitely
we
not a
paint
good plant for the
nothing
footpath.
outside our fence. I think the only thing they can see is my Malabar spinach that's growing up over the archway. That's still going.
Yes, yeah, Rob. Yep, that's the one that everyone knows.
Yeah.
Is the Malabar spinach the one that's got the quite thick leaf?
Yeah, it's got a
Yeah.
purple vine and the
Okay,
purple
yep.
berries.
It
I went
depends
off.
where you plant it, because I've got it on either side of the archway, and the one that gets the most sun is a really nice, beautiful. I mean, it's a thicker leaf than a normal spinach, and it dehydrates really well. But on the other side that
Good to know.
doesn't get sun, it is like this thick, leathery red leaf.
Okay. Have you got
That's interesting.
beetle leaf?
No.
I can bring you some beetle leaf when we get together. It's a really good one. I've got chaya, which is a tree spinach. Now
I got
I put
Pella,
that on.
which is a tree spinach.
Okay, well the chaya I put on the footpath because no one knows what it is. So
I love my own vegetables.
yeah, I got quite. Gerwin, have you got Cancon?
No, I
Chinese.
haven't.
I'll give you some.
Lovely.
You need Cancon. It's one of the best greens ever.
Okay.
Well,
And it'll grow like stink in your
I've seen it.
aquaponics.
I've
I
seen it
guess
go
we
nuts
need-
at Rob Bob's place. What was
Yeah,
that, Bibi?
yeah.
I guess we need to do a meetup at
We
Boddington
do.
Farm, everyone.
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
And
It
do
needs a bit of planning.
Yeah,
It needs some planning because I'll pull out stuff.
Maybe, Andy, if you're going to do like a show and tell on like a cheese making like masterclass,
Well, that would have to be at Andy's place.
would have to be at your place.
No, I can do it anywhere. I used to do it at the local primary school at night for adults.
Cool.
Okay. So we'll have a chat to you, Andy, and
Yep.
And get one.
well, initially Andy and us
Yeah.
to work out dates and times, and then put it out to everyone, and then everyone can come to ours because it's probably more central
Yeah.
for everyone, and we can do a whole heap of different classes and learning and what have you, if that's all right.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things. We used a friend of mine who lives at Kilcoy, which might be somewhere near Garrowin.
No, Kilcoy's another 2 hours that way.
Okay. We used to have what we called artisan get-togethers.
That'd be really cool.
Once a month, we'd all get together and we'd. That's how I learnt to make sausage. This guy turned up and he'd made a goat sausage from a goat that he'd shot.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah, and it was magnificent. I thought, wow. And the reason I got into cheese making was that friend of mine at the time lived in a shed that had no door. on an acreage property. His kitchen was one of those little single burner butane stoves and a kind of plastic sink, and and we're sitting outside, and he says to me, I'm drinking beer, I'm eating cheese on a cracker, and he says, "Oh, what do you think of the beer?" I said, "It's good beer, mate. What brand is it?" And he said, "I made it." He says, "What do you think of the cheese?" "It's good cheese, mate." And I said, "Don't tell me you made it." And he said, "Yep, damn straight." On the way home, I said to my wife, "Rosie, if he can make this in a shed with no door, tell me I can't make it. Tell me I can't make it in my fancy kitchen." And that was the downfall of Andy.
I'm not sure that I'd call it the downfall. Oh, and Robert, the Malabar spinach would grow brilliantly in the aquaponics. It loves it. It will take over.
The little purple berries that you get on the Malabar spinach, Robert, can be used in cooking, I believe, and good as a colouring.
I was going to say it's a great dye.
Yeah,
it's a very potent colour.
It's a great dye, and if you say you want to make some like say coloured icing or cupcakes or whatever, you just squeeze some of the Malabar spinach berries into it. It's like a purple mulberry type colour.
Yeah, who told you that?
You did. There you go.
Except there's no white flowering Malabar spinach that you can use to offset the purple, which is what you do with mulberry.
I thought
Mm-hmm.
I was sure that my Malabar was flowering white.
Yeah.
But we had the
purple berries.
I meant the berries. The berries. Yeah, the berries. Because if you get stained purple with mulberry, you can use the white mulberry. Will take the purple out.
Oh, that's interesting. They don't taste anything remotely like the purple ones. The white ones have got no flavour.
No,
I've never had them.
At least the ones I used to grow, they had no flavour, and I'm like, I got the nice black ones that are really yummy and juicy, and I got the white ones. They have no flavour.
No.
I'll put up with the mulberry on my clothes.
Yes.
Because the birds inevitably will eat your mulberry and then poop all over the clothesline.
Yes.
That's why you put a tarp over your clothesline if you have a mulberry tree.
I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
And especially if you've got fruit trees and there's a fruit bats in the area, you don't want your laundry bombed by fruit bats.
Well, there's a solution to that. Take the clothes off the line before it gets dark.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Every morning I get up. I go and check the cars. Get rid of the bat poo, because otherwise it's going to strip the paint off the cars. Then I walk around the house. Oh, yeah.
It does.
Then I walk around. Yeah, oh, hell yeah. Then I walk around the house and I look at all the bat poo on the house. And I think, oh, that's just fabulous. That's going to strip the paint right off the side of the house. And so every 5 years I have to get the house painted, which isn't cheap.
No, it's not. Robert's saying that white mulberry is like eating wet sugar.
Yeah.
He has an intense dislike for it. I'm glad it's not just me. I really didn't appreciate the white mulberries.
It'd probably make good booze, though.
I've never tried. Never tried it.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
Well, mulberry wines are a very common thing.
I'm hoping to have a lot of mulberries growing here, but wine was not one of the things I was planning on making.
Well,
why?
Let's say
heroin plus alcohol is not a good look.
Well, if you could limit yourself to a little bit.
Oh, no, even one glass is enough to have me a bawling, crying mess in the corner.
Oh, no, like a shot glass. It's good for your digestion. Not white wine, red wine.
We'll give you a shot of vodka. You'll be right.
Well, okay.
It's not
Come on
pretty.
down,
I'm
baby.
a depressed drunk. I'm a depressed drunk. It's definitely not a good look.
Let's look at this a different way. It could be something to add to your cooking. Plus, also, let's go to the extreme in an SHTF type situation. You've got something to trade. If someone wants some of your plonk, and plonk is hard to come by, say, well,
people will do anything for alcohol. Quite
got,
bad.
Well, that's another question I was actually going to ask
shape.
you guys.
Here's a bottle of plonk. I'll have your sheep.
You need to
How much?
tablet in.
Okay, yeah.
How much crossover with you folks? Now, I wouldn't say I was a prepper, but I spent almost a week without power when the Brisbane floods were on in, I think, 2011.
Yeah, 2011.
And that wasn't pretty.
No, no, that was not pretty. I lost all my fish.
I was in.
So what I
2 garbage bags full of fully sized jade perch. Like I'm talking full jade perch.
I remember
garbage bags full. Oh, it's horrible.
Watching the news with and seeing things float down the main street of Toowoomba. And I'm sitting there saying, hang on a minute. Whoa. Hang on. Toowoomba's on top of a mountain.
Yep.
How the hell does Toowoomba flood?
Oh,
and it was only
real bad.
It was because, and then because I worked in the field, of course, I went and looked it up and found. Did I mention I used to look after disaster recovery?
No.
Yes.
Yeah, that was another thing I did. Okay. Anyway.
Is there anything you haven't done?
Yeah, I'm sure there is. And I'm not. Hey, hang on. I'm not saying I'm good at any of it. I'm just saying I've done it.
Jack of all trades, huh?
Now I've lost my complete train of thought, but yeah, that was absolutely shocking for me. How the hell does at the top of a mountain flood in a rainstorm? And then I worked it out. Well, because the water all goes in one direction. And,
It was pretty scary up there, actually, because I was living just outside of Toowoomba in Wairima. But my son, John, he was working in Toowoomba in a daycare centre. And I could not get to him to get him home. And then when I finally got him home, he said, Mum, that was the scariest thing I ever went through, because we had all these children in the daycare centre and the water was just beating against the glass sliding doors, and it was like he said it was like, I don't know, about 4 foot high, and 2 of us had to go out on the outside of the building to open the gates to let the water out so that the kids wouldn't drown.
Wow.
And I could not pick him up until the next day, and I pushed myself getting through flood water, getting to him. I got out from where we were living to go and get him, and then by the time I got back, and like I've got a Mazda 3, so you can imagine how close to the ground that is. And by the time I got back to try and get back home, the water was like lapping at the doors as I was going through to get home.
Yes, so, yeah, Rob, you're right.
2011 was just crap everywhere. But I guess I sort of lost the whole train that you were going at, Andy.
That's okay. No worries. I'm trying to keep up with comments at the same time.
Yes, I love Robert's spelling of Toowoomba.
Yeah, and I just put up the correct.
It took me a while to figure out what he was saying.
Oh, I worked it out. It's like Inagira. Inagra.
Ah,
Enogra.
yes.
Enogira.
I used to live at Ashgrove, so I know
Enogra.
Enogra.
Yeah.
And,
I literally had the Enogra Army Barracks on my back fence.
And,
No, Inagira.
and
Indooroopilly.
Oh,
Yeah,
Indooroopilly's a crack
yes.
up.
Good,
For the uninitiated, it's Indooroopilly.
Goodna is actually an Aboriginal word. Can you guess what it means?
Land of flood.
No, because
No.
according to the Indigenous folks, before it got built up, the area would flood, and when after the floods receded, it got quite pongy, so they named the area Goodna,
Because it stunk.
which is Indigenous for crap.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah.
I got to say, I like Eagleby's name reasoning a lot better. It's where the Eagles be.
Okay. No,
Goodna hasn't changed much, has it?
No. No.
That just goes to show that a name is important.
Apparently, in the 2011 floods in Goodna, when the owner of the butcher shop went in to check on his store, apart from being up to his neck in flood water, and the snakes and spiders saw his head as
Morning,
as
Keith.
high land and tried to climb up on his head. He said he could actually see bull sharks swimming up and down the outside of his store.
Not surprised.
So we can say that yes, we have had sharks swimming up and down Smith Street in Goodna.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
Wild was asking about starting red mulberries from seeds. I know the black mulberries in Australia, if you start them from seeds, you could end up with male trees. The male mulberry tree does not produce fruit. I have a video that actually shows the difference between a male and a female mulberry. It does not produce fruit. Much better off starting from cuttings, my opinion of my observation and understanding with mulberries.
Then that would seem to be the way to go. Yes, because I wonder how you would actually get the female trees growing. Then if it's only
you'd get a combination, but you can end up with male mulberry trees. Okay. You can get female mulberry trees from the seeds as well, but
Potluck.
The two trees that I've seen that have been grown from seed were both male, but they can actually change gender as well.
Like frogs.
Yeah.
Like my ex-husband.
And like Vivian's.
That I can't tell you about, Bibi. Does that make you an ex-wife?
Good morning, good evening, Keith. Good to see you on board, my friend.
It's Keithy.
It's Keith. So I'm gonna put up the, if I can.
Keith.
Yeah, mulberry trees are fascinating.
Yeah.
Does Keith pop up on lives? I don't think I've ever seen Keith. Does Keith actually have any? Is he one of the ones that has no videos on his channel? No, Keith's got a channel.
Keith's got lots of videos.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm getting confused. That's Carl. Carl hasn't got any channels, but he's really funny.
Carl. Carl's funny.
No, Keith has a beautiful prepper channel.
Yeah, Keith has a good prepper channel up and going.
Ah, yes, I have seen Keith's channel. I remember now.
And he is a huge fan of our girls, the chooks. So Keith, if you'd like to pop up, my friend, please do so. We would love to have you up here.
That's where I was going on. That's where I was going a little while ago about how much prepperish we all are. because it was a topic that really interested me. And I think if one is a farmsteader, the two interact really well.
Yeah.
There's an element that you have to prep. But
if you're,
not to the same extent.
Yeah. If you're like going like even half or totally off grid, you've got to you have to know how to store and prepare your food for a storage.
It's not just going off grid. It's about
No.
preparing for crap that
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
I mean, even when I was at Eagleby, we had our own. We weren't connected to grid water, so we had our own rainwater tank. We had a generator so that if we lost power, then we could keep the fish alive. Because that we learned after the 2011 floods. That wasn't good. But probably my main thing I do with prepping is working on growing as much as I possibly can.
Yeah.
Mostly because I don't have space for storage. But yeah, so I do prep from the perspective of having my own water and having power, and growing my own food.
Yeah, that's like for us here, that's primarily or basically primarily what I do is so it's kind of working on the outside. When it comes to the other side of the prepping business, I'll hand you over to Bibby.
Bibby's awesome.
Bibby on that one because Bibby does or knows a heck of a lot more about.
What am I doing?
People would like to know
prepping.
Like, your
Prepping.
side of prepping because I said like for what I do is most of that's on the outside in the yard, whereas the indoor stuff or in the house stuff that's your realm.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys remember Cyclone Tracy 1974.
Yep.
No, I wasn't alive yet.
Yep. Know it well.
So
Look who's here.
Knock, knock.
Hello.
Hello, beautiful people. How are y'all doing?
Hello, Robert.
Wonderful.
G'day, Robert.
We're just starting to talk about prepping.
I see that. That's good stuff. I just wanted to hop on here for a minute just to say hello. And
It's great to see you, buddy.
It's morning here, and it's rough. Oh my gosh!
Why is it rough?
Oh, it's rough. Me waking up and in the morning is rough. I'm, how it is when you get older. Older, I said, not old.
What time did you go to bed last night, Robert? Were you up watching live videos?
You're gonna ask me them kind of personal questions. You might as well start asking my weight and age and bank account numbers and all that kind of stuff. A girl has to keep some things to herself.
I was still up at 1 a.m. on a live.
Oh my God, I stayed up too late or too early. It was like, I don't know, 3 or 4 this dang morning. And I'm
and what time is it now?
Oh, it's 8:30 now. I'm terrible. I don't know. It's like YouTube, the YouTube effect, and you start doing it, and then next thing you know, you're completely backwards from what your schedule ought to be.
Yep.
Oh my God.
I'm telling you, Rob, if you get up before midday, you're a fool. That's my motto.
Yeah. Well, I liked it better when I was getting up at 3:30 a.m., 3 to 4 o'clock in the morning, and having half a pot of coffee in me and watching the sun come up outside.
That's what we all should do that.
Yeah, that's my goal. I got to get back to that. And then I could get the good morning light making videos, see?
Yes.
You could.
Yeah.
See, Keith?
Yeah, Keith is fixing
Bye,
to go
Keith.
fishing, he said.
Yeah.
Fishing, nice.
Yeah. Where
Keith
is
is going.
Keith? He's got the old flag there. He must be here around me.
Keith is awesome.
Yeah, he is. Yes.
Yeah, he must be up here in the U.S.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
in.
yeah, he
he's
is.
in the US. He's another prepper, and he's absolutely amazing. He's only a baby channel too, and he's into gardening and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Missouri.
You're
Missouri.
off grid too, aren't you, Keith?
Yeah,
He's
that's
off grid,
Ain't-
isn't he?
Ain't Missouri down south?
no.
Where the hell's Missouri?
Missouri
It's
is
up top.
like it's like it's like the central part of America. But I mean,
Okay.
technically, ancient, historically, Missouri may have been part of the Old South coalition, but it's
Now,
not. Okay,
now you're
it's
talking.
not.
I knew it was part of the South. I knew.
That's
that
not part of the South.
Come on, boy. They had people working the fields that you guys were shocking.
Nah,
Hey,
hey,
Wild
that's
people
pretty
south
good.
of her.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's pretty
Hey,
good.
South
Andy.
of Wild.
Robert, you need to recruit him for Shed Wars.
Oh, he sounds like he would be right there with us. And see, he looks at it like I do, Midwestish, Actually, the Midwest, that confuses the heck out of me because it's like almost anything to the west of Chicago, they start calling Midwest. I'm like, how in the world is that Midwest? That Midwest, I ought to be like Nevada or something, But yeah, it's in the central part of America.
I need to get
Beautiful,
it back.
beautiful place. A lot of great people out in Missouri.
Well, it might
Keith,
be the case that my
Keith,
Rosie,
have a good
my
day.
wife, she done growed up in America. She was in L.A.
Yeah. Keith says he's really going.
He's really going this time.
Going this time.
Hey, Keith, you need to sign up with Team Aquarius for Shed Wars.
Hey,
Love you,
Jess.
Keith.
Hey, Keto Homestead with Jess is in
Hey,
the
Jess.
house.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah, I'll tell you
link
what.
somewhere there if you want to pop up.
Yeah, but y'all was talking about prepping and farms, homesteads, all that. That's the ultimate prepping right there. I mean, you can go into stuff like having a bunker if you're a city person or something like that somewhere hidden out. But prepping is the ultimate goal is to have your own place.
Yeah.
You'll
That's
right
productive.
along with it.
You want to have your own place that's productive and growing
That's right.
stuff.
Yeah. You can only store so much food,
Yeah.
Got to be able to make it.
Hey,
There's
kiddo.
Jess.
But if you're gonna
Jess.
grow it, you need to be able to store it. So
You do.
that's
You need to be able to preserve it.
I got into drying and powdering and canning and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Man, that's good
Just
stuff.
blah 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 blah. It's crap. You gotta know the shit that's gonna happen
Or the shit that could happen.
or could happen.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's a
plan
lot of
for the
work,
worst.
but it's so rewarding once it's done.
Absolutely.
Oh, it is.
Jess. Absolutely. I mean, one thing that we can't get ourselves ready for here is, especially if you're in the northern part of Queensland, is cyclones, which are basically
Hurricanes for Americans.
a hurricane which actually spins the other way in the US. So
Yeah, but agent, they get that because their toilet goes the wrong way down the bowl, boy.
Yeah,
It
but
does.
see, you lot down there, y'all backwards. See, You're driving on the wrong side of the road.
Mm-hmm.
Your tornadoes. You don't even have tornadoes proper. You have,
Thank God
you
for
have
that.
backwards toilets.
Yes, we do actually.
It flushes the wrong way. Your hurricanes go the wrong way. You don't even have the decency to call them hurricanes.
Wait a minute.
Hey.
Wait a minute. How do you know
Hang
the
on,
toilet goes
hang
down
on,
the wrong
hang
way?
on.
Their toilet
It
goes
does.
down
Everyone
the
knows
wrong
that,
way.
Jess. It does, Jess. It does.
I'm talking.
It's
Maybe
completely opposite.
Yeah, but you stupid Americans, your ocean is full of salt water. You can't drink that shit. I'm telling you. You need freshwater oceans like we got.
What's up? I can't even get my accents right at this time of the day. Oh, and what's up with it? I can't even do it. Can't do it. Oh, and you call your shrimp prawns. What's up with that? Prawn. And you call them yabbies.
Yabbies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yabbies and prawns.
Mm-hmm.
And boomers
No,
for you. You don't even
And
call
we
you
call
kangaroo.
pawpaws. We
Oh,
call papayas pawpaws.
yeah, pawpaws. That one gets me now because I love a pawpaw tree. That's some good food there.
Only red ones, Rob. Only red ones. The yellow ones are crap.
The yellow one sometimes.
Just
Ew.
an interesting point, Robert. Australia actually does get tornadoes, and we have on average about, although not as much as the US, but we actually get about 50 actual tornadoes touchdown in Australia.
Get out.
Wow.
Didn't Bomber say they had one go across their property?
Yeah.
I think Bomber said last night that they actually had one go across their property before they moved in. Or before they bought the place.
Yeah, I think
He said
it was,
something last night.
I can recall it was 2004. They had a tornado go through a few suburbs in Perth and it completely ripped roofs of houses, as in totally ripped roofs of houses.
Now, I don't want to be controversial, but why the hell would anyone live in a place that gets tornadoes? Why wouldn't you move? What's wrong with you people?
Now, I was asking Paula that. Well, I didn't quite ask that specifically. I said I couldn't live there. And she's like, well, I grew up here.
Oh, yeah, that's coming from somebody in Australia where everything wants to kill you.
I was going to say that.
Down there.
It actually doesn't.
I was going to say that.
Oh.
That's what all my English friends say. I'm not coming because everything wants to kill you.
That's right.
Honestly, it's propaganda.
And, Robert, the old saying, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
That's right. Y'all strong enough y'all eat Vegemite to ward off the effects of everything that wants to kill you down there.
Vegemite's better than garlic.
Yeah.
That's the secret right there. See, we can eat. Vegemite doesn't help against tornadoes at all.
No.
The other day, I came across a video about Vegemite on TikTok, and it was so funny. It was an American girl, and she was probably in her early 20s, and she had one of those face apps on that makes your mouth like really huge. So she put the Vegemite on the toast, and when she took a bite of it, her mouth was like this big. And she just she took a bite of it and she just opened her mouth and she's like, and the Vegemite and the bread like fell out of her mouth. And she's like, no. It was the funniest video. And all I could think of was all of you guys. I'm like, this is the best video ever.
Yeah, if I could explain that in American, I could tell you. You guys try to eat Vegemite like it's Jell-O. It ain't Jell-O. It's like that black beer. You need to spread that stout beer really thin with a whole lot of butter.
You got to think of it like it's a condiment, not a spread.
It's a stout, and no, it's a savory stout beer. That's how you look at it.
It is actually a byproduct from the beer making process.
I
We're
know.
doing a Vegemite sandwich.
It's really not that bad. It's
Well, that's what I was going to
and
ask. What
it's not that
exactly
bad.
is it?
It's the byproduct from the
It's
beer making process. So it's a yeast
it's a
extract.
really it's very black.
Yes.
It's very salty.
Yes. Very high in vitamin B.
Yeah,
It's a health food.
it's kind of bitter. And when I use in the analogy of the stout beer, I'm not actually far off. It's got
No.
that kind of stouty, yeasty kind of taste.
Yeah, it's strong, and it's a health food, and it'll put the rosy in your cheeks, and you will know what Australia tastes like.
It's a nice addition to gravies as well.
Oh, it is. I love a
I can
Vegemite
see
gravy.
that would taste that would be pretty good.
Just in
It's
moderation.
very good.
You
Very
don't
good.
want a lot. It's a flavor. Think of it a bit like a spice or a herb. You don't want to put in a huge amount. It's not the main ingredient.
Oh, I need to eat some more Vegemite. I've still got that jar. I mean, I've tasted it. I've had it twice. And that one video, I took the Vegemite and I put it on a piece of blue. One was on toast with butter, and it was incredibly thick. I went American. I went thick.
American. Yeah, American.
Oh my God!
No, you can't do that.
It was
You went
strong.
the Jello.
Vegemite.
That's the Jello. Yep.
Yeah, and but then I backed it up again with a cracker and a big piece of good blue cheese that's got
Ooh.
all the strong mold taste to it,
Ooh.
and then put the
Now
Vegemite
you're
on
talking.
that. Oh boy, that was for somebody, that was an incredible taste right there. But it was the first time I've ever had blue cheese.
Oh, really?
The second time I've had Vegemite, and actually that combination didn't do too bad. Made me think I want to do it again.
If you try just a gentle spread of Vegemite on the toast, so the toast gets scared into thinking it's getting Vegemite on it. Yeah, like that.
Yeah, there you
and
go.
And then stick an egg on it. Pop a fried egg on that.
Nah,
So
not yet.
yummy.
Not yet. Too early, Geraldine.
Actually, that's possibly even a little bit too much Vegemite. I usually have a little less than that.
Go that toast with some blue cheese squashed across it, really thin as well, and you'll think you've died and gone to heaven.
I like a fried egg. Fried egg on my Vegemite or a bit of cheese.
There you go. Look
That's
at
how
that.
much Vegemite I put on mine.
It's like
that looks
Axel
about
grease for
perfect, Phoebe.
Aussies.
And
That
lots of
looks
butter. Lots of
absolutely
butter.
perfect.
Yep.
Oh, lots of butter. You use the butter like it's a spread.
Ooh, I just looked it up to see like what the benefits were of it.
Oh, it's really good for you.
Yeah.
It says it reduces anxiety and stress as well.
That's the vitamin B. Because of the high content of vitamin B in there, that helps to decrease your stress.
Hang on.
Sorry, 8 Bibby.
For a minute, everyone.
Go, baby.
I sent some Vegemite over to my dear friend in America who was going through chemotherapy and had previously had a lot of issues with mouth ulcers before.
Great for that.
And I sent over some Vegemite and I said, put them on your mouth ulcers. And she said, oh my God, this is the best thing I've ever had. And they actually use Vegemite for cats that have cat flu, that have a mouth full of ulcers. So you can use it on your pets as well as yourself. And you get B1 or lots of B vitamins.
Okay, so
at the risk of being technical, that's because usually the ulcers are caused by a fungal variant of thrush, and because the yeast in the Vegemite is so high, you're going to be able to put your thrush variant fungus in there, and bam, thanks for coming.
Okay. So it has thiamine, which is B1, I think it's riboflavin, which is your B2, niacin, which is your B3, and
It's got lots of B vitamins in
and
it.
folate, which is iron.
And it's yummy.
Right.
And it's also good for moles, scabby holes, and pimples on the dicky.
Okay. I didn't know
But
that.
Yanks don't know how to eat it.
Well, if you just put it on, one applicator then, and you can serve both purposes.
So is all brands of Vegemite the same?
There is only one brand of Vegemite.
Okay.
Yep. It's made by Kraft that you Yanks bought out. You bastards.
No.
You dirty bastards. You bought us out.
Promite and Marmite are not Vegemite.
No.
Just putting
Now,
it out there. They
can I
are
tell you?
not Vegemite.
I can tell you the mite story. Now,
Ooh.
Marmite, it's real sweet. It's an English thing. It's
Ooh.
real sweet. And it ain't good. It's crap. And then you got Promite, which I quite like. It's kind of in the middle. It ain't too sweet, but it's a bit sweet. And I would tell every American, start on Promite. And then you got to go up to Vegemite. And that's the real thing. And it's savory and it's salty and it's full of goodness.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll grow, Jess. It'll grow
yummy.
hair on your. It'll grow hair on your chest, girl.
I don't want hair on my chest.
It won't really grow hair on your chest.
Well, I guess I did it wrong, mate. I started out flat out like a lizard drinking on, or like a lizard running on.
No, it's a lizard. So. It's a lizard drinking. You done good.
Yeah.
Flat out like a lizard drinking.
Yeah, I can tell you that's the man's way of doing it.
And if it puts hairs on your chest, well, if you put it too thick, it makes your toes curl.
But now some people are very strange, and they do like large amounts of Vegemite, like Adam from Silhouette Park Fine. He has it by the spoonful.
When he makes his Vegemite toast, I would not even touch it. He puts Vegemite on like butter.
No, that's sick. That's that's perverted. Yeah, that ain't good. I can't do that
wrong.
shit.
The Adam from Silhouette Park Farm can eat it by the spoonful and not throw up. Yeah. I think I'd throw up if I did that.
Yeah, no.
Is that a recommendation? I didn't throw up.
Oh, no, he actually liked it like that. He's got a Vegemite challenge out on Silhouette Park Farm. The Vegemite challenge.
Up on it.
What was that, Bibi?
No one took him up on it. No one took him up on the challenge. And a good evening to Drop's Family Garden.
My beautiful moderator's actually taking care of everyone that's coming in.
I'm not sure how many moderators you've got on at the moment, Bibi. I haven't seen Bomber for a while.
Okay.
And Darren's not here.
It's grand to see you, laddie.
Wild Edibles is
laddie or we lassie?
Not Mike. So Mike the Caveman's got a spanner, Wild doesn't.
Wild Edibles keeps asking if the Vegemite has MSG in it.
No.
I don't think so.
No, that's disgusting.
No, it doesn't need MSG. It's got so much salt in it, ain't nothing going to happen to it.
Yeah, it doesn't need any flavor enhancers.
Why would you?
You definitely don't need flavor enhancers in Vegemite.
Bomber Steve says he's getting ready for bed. Just pop back in.
Hey, Bomber.
It's a yeast sludge extract from making beer, and it's as salty as hell, and that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's you get that lovely beery
It's
flavour,
yummy.
that stout. Oh man.
It's yummy
Hi, Bomber
stuff.
Steve.
Oh,
Well, you do it.
Well, hang on. I've done it.
What? I did nothing.
Mike the Caveman means a spanner.
Mike the Caveman's
Yes.
had a spanner for a while, but it was Wild Edibles that was acting before. She must have
Yeah,
changed
it's not
account.
showing up though.
No, now there's modding action everywhere.
Yeah, you got Bomber and Mike doing stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't work out how to, like on the tablet, how to make someone a moderator.
Nice.
So I can't work it out.
And it doesn't help when other people haven't made comments either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not being rude.
oh, the dirty wee bastards.
You can actually make people moderators from YouTube Studio.
No, it's all right. I got it.
Bibby did it. So
Good job, Bibby.
I did stun it, but
did stun it.
if you're not on here, then I can't make you a mod if you haven't commented.
So has Wild got a spanner?
Wild's got a spanner. So does Mike.
Wild has picked up a spanner.
She's going to hit everybody with it.
Yeah.
He's a grander manner if he has a spanner. I tell you that.
I haven't heard that for ages. You can't hand a man a grander spanner.
Oh, hi.
Thank you, Mike.
Just add another one. Let's see if they work out who they are.
Who is it?
I don't know. It depends if they can work out who they are. It's someone that's commented, but
No.
but yeah, because I can't give anyone a spanner unless they've commented.
People hidden.
That's not how you make porridge.
What's it?
But anyway, drop.
Aye, it's delicious.
My wee granddad, he were a Scot.
All right. There you go.
What?
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 I didn't say a thing.
No, I don't have a
What else
spanner.
did drop?
Thank you, caveman.
Well,
Oh wait.
I can add one if they don't make comment on the stream
Yeah.
or give us a thumbs up.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Well.
Oh, look. Who's got a new spanner?
Hey,
I look
Andy,
good
put a
in
comment
blue.
in.
I beg your pardon?
The
Put a
leader.
comment in. There we
The
go.
team
Team leader's got a
What am I
spanner.
putting a comment in about?
Just to see if you've got a
I got
spanner.
no comment.
Then say no comment.
Where do I got no comment. I can't do it.
Say no comment.
There's
Oh, that's
no
right.
comment.
You're not on YouTube, are you?
Oh, I can be.
You just got to make sure you mute your sound.
Hang on.
Bomber Steve got 2 thumbs down last night on the.
Was
Good job,
I
Bomber.
in that? I was in a live stream like early this morning, last night, sometime, I don't
No
know when
spanner.
the hell time it was. And they got like 2 thumbs down and they were proud. And I wasn't sure if that sounds familiar. I don't remember when it was. Just blends in all these times. It just blends. It's a blur.
Yeah.
I got really excited when I got a troll room raid once.
Okay.
That was interesting.
What's a troll room raid?
The trolls came in and just flooded my chat.
Oh no.
And they weren't pleasant chats.
Ooh.
No.
I mean, they weren't nasty. They were just copying and pasting the name of one of my videos constantly.
It's really bad because I'm a mod on North Shore and he does all the love raids, but I'm never live because I'm a mod for him. So everyone else gets the love raids.
There are other channels that do room raids.
Yeah,
as I found out, I got troll raid.
I room raid every once in a while, but if I don't have a lot of people in there, it doesn't really do anybody any good.
No.
I had a panty raid once, but they only wanted 2-man tents.
Oh God.
Why did I make you a mod, Andy?
He showed up with a pup tent. Showed up with a bivy sack. Oh Lord. Oh.
Actually, the troll room raid wasn't that bad. It did wonderful things to my views. It took my views up by about 100. Apparently, I was actually in a whole troll room. Like they had a whole room that was watching me and they were raiding me. I'm like,
I'd love to have a troll raid because they wouldn't know what to do with me.
I ended up saying thank you for coming, but Darren and Bomber were doing a wonderful job of moderating for me at the time.
There you go.
So they hid all the comments. Actually, I think Wild Edibles was too.
They'd have been working overtime.
But yeah, there would have been like 100 comments come up on the screen, and it was all the same thing.
Okay.
Well, I guess likely we haven't had any trolls tonight.
Yeah.
It don't matter because that YouTube algorithm thing, it works just as good on bad comments and good comments. Thumbs up, thumbs down. It's all about popularity.
Well, that's it. I mean, in that particular video, that live, I got 117 views, and I'm like, yeah.
Yay.
I'm up for the interaction.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Steve. I appreciate that. Now, I need to get off my goddamn American accent and try and get back to my English one because I'm stuck on this one.
Australia.
You could try the Australian accent.
Australia.
Do you ever get stuck with one accent? Do you?
I do, Rob.
Do you get stuck on one sometime?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I'll fall into one, and then it's like that for weeks, man. And I can't get another one out there. You know, especially the pirate one. When I'm doing that one, sometimes I get stuck on that. And you have no idea how hard that is to deal with out in public.
That would be bad.
Hey, it's bad. I mean,
it's
bad
saying
enough
that
when
room
I've got
raid was
Wilson.
fun.
When Wilson and I go out to eat, it's hard enough. But then when I'm talking like this, you're doing good to get served food before they serve you paper.
You take Wilson out to eat?
Oh, yes, all the time. He's my best mate.
Okay.
Or could it be?
Did Wilson ever get a girlfriend?
Do what?
Did Wilson ever get his girlfriend?
Wilson ain't getting a girlfriend until I get a girlfriend. I can tell you
okay.
that right now. He'll not be first, lad. He'll not be first. I'm first off of the boat into the port, not him. Nah, but he's had his
the serving of papers. I think that could be more to do with the parrot on your shoulder.
Hey, well, how do you know I don't have a parrot on my shoulder?
Well, we don't. We can't see your face.
That's right.
Is that a parrot, or are you just glad to see me, laddie?
Hey. It's a horseback.
Is someone feeling a little cocky tonight?
Oh, bam, bam.
Oh, dear.
Oh.
A little cocky.
Nearly as bad as the woodshed.
Other way.
See, in the mornings,
Night, Bomber. Sleep well.
in the mornings, I'm gonna say. I mean, good night, Bomber Steve.
Night, Bomber.
See you, Steve.
Keep a
Robert, have you
fast
heard
foot.
about these spies?
Robert, we got spies.
Spies? Yeah.
There's spies in Boddington Farm.
Oh my gosh.
Look,
Oh, the
They will be
chickens.
dealt with. They will be dealt with.
Yes, deal with that chicken.
On.
Oh Lord.
there's not just one. We've got a
Oh.
lot.
Oh no.
Yes, a lot of spies.
And here's the commander.
There we go. That one's red from all the choking, I'm sure. That's one in charge.
Or all the yelling.
Mm.
And
Oh,
and
there's no more
we got a
irritating
hint
sound
from
in the
where
world.
they came from.
Oh, those chickens. I don't know what.
Look.
That was so funny. When John brought out that episode, that was so
Look.
funny. And what he started with that.
Yeah.
Oh.
We have spies at Boddington Farm.
I got one that
Steve.
shows up here.
See you around like a rissole, dude.
Oh.
And we did get a hint on who sent the spies in the package
Okay.
that we received. Look at the hint that we over that way. Look at the hint.
Oh Lord.
In the package.
That's pretty cool.
What we got.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Wait until you see the video.
You know, oyster shells are one of my favorite things, as odd as that is. I like them. They're so pretty. As long as you're not trying to walk across them.
Ow.
Yeah.
Yeah, then
They're really good to go in the aquaponics system, actually. If you put the oyster shells in the aquaponics system, it helps to keep the pH in a better condition.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And your eggshells, though.
Yes.
Yeah. I could say, but the oyster shells would be a long-term balancing mechanism. You know.
They
that
help.
would be, yeah.
Now, you have to ask yourself, does long-term mean that it's long-term, or does it mean that it's so slow it don't work the way it should, like a chicken egg? Now I got you thinking.
The oyster shell's a lot thicker, so it'd have a higher amount of calcium in it than the chicken egg.
It does, but it breaks down a lot slower.
True.
Now, I'd go
Have
with
you
chicken
seen
eggs, girl.
How many chicken eggs
In
I
fact-
used this week?
You've gone through dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of eggs. I know I've seen
I've
two
got
videos
about-
that have had 4 dozen each.
Yeah, I've got about 5 dozen shells to put in the garden. And I haven't even started on the dehydrating.
Could I suggest to you that you might want to think about throwing them eggshells into a blender? You crush them up into good, nice, fine dust, and you just distribute it across your patch.
Oh,
Otherwise-
that's what.
Now, if you got
And
quails
the
like
girls-
I got quails, I done boil my quail eggs, shells and all. I throw them into the blender. I blend them up. That's very nice. That's very nice shell dust. Well done. And then I done grind them up and I feed them back to my quails, shells and all, because that helps them with their calcium intake.
Yeah,
I'm
girls
just
get
saying.
with their breakfast.
That's a great idea. I have quails and I never even thought of that.
Yeah.
What kind of quails you got, Jess?
The Cornix quail.
Oh, Jap quails.
Brown.
Yeah. Don't look like that. Japanese Cornix quails.
Okay.
Now, over here, we done bred some big ones, and we call them jumbo quails, but they're still Cornix.
Yeah. The
Andy,
ones I have are also jumbo.
Talk Australian.
Yeah.
Andy, talk
I
Australian.
can't. I'm stuck. I'm stuck on American. I can't damn turn it off.
Talk Australian. You're freaking me out.
Okay, ready? Hang on. I've got to reboot. Reboot.
Yeah, that's better.
Here's a reboot. Australia! Okay, I'm right now. Yep. So go.
That's better.
Yeah.
One thing that you have to be careful of though, with the eggs, you got to make sure that you crush them up or you blitz them up really fine, because if it still resembles the egg, they'll eat eggs. They may trigger them or encourage them to start eating their own eggs.
What are you doing, Luna?
If you do it into like a very, very fine crumble, or put it through like a spice grinder or a blender to almost a dust, then mix it in with their mash or their food, then they won't recognize it as an eggshell, and they'll be getting more of the calcium in.
What are you doing?
Laddie, are you trying to tell me how the hell to raise a quail egg? I'll feed my quails. I've been feeding my fucking quails for years. I give them the eggs back. I boil them. I feed them back. I'm just telling you, that's all.
Andy.
Andy, reset.
Reset, Andy. Talk
Reset.
Australian.
Reset. Australia.
Okay, should be good now.
You sure now?
Yeti.
Don't know. It'll drift off again, but I'll try my best.
No, I miss having quail here. I used to have a bunch of them, and I keep saying I'm going to get some more. But I used to pickle a lot, sell a lot of pickled quail eggs, and
I love golden pickled quail eggs.
Yeah, I saw your recipe on that.
Yeah,
I saw that video, and it's like, that's pretty simple there. I bet it's good.
It's really, really good.
Really?
I want to do a playlist for different quail recipes, because I've seen all sorts of Chinese steamed quail. I've done some crumbed quail in my air fryer. They're just a magic little bird, you know?
They are. Quail are so much fun. They're easy to handle. They keep well in the cage. You know, they're just dumb as dirt. They're made to eat, basically. They're just like, okay, what do I do? Well, you're going to sit there and you're going to eat and poop out eggs until you die. And then have sex the rest of the time. Okay. You know, but you get them out of the cage, and
I tried that, but my wife wouldn't let me do it.
Well, the quail have an easy job.
And I would pay good money to see you lay an egg.
That's not part
that
of the job.
That would be a good video to watch.
Wouldn't be a good video, because my eggs ain't white. That's all I'm saying.
That's not an egg.
Yeah, you don't see what I see in the toilet when he's gone.
That's not an egg. Oh my gosh.
I tried to teach that sucker to swim, but it won't learn.
And it went down the wrong way.
Oh dear.
All right, y'all. I have to go and get another bottle of rum. I'll be back in a minute now.
All right.
If I can work out how to mute the stupid stop cam. That's it, Cam. Thank you, Cam.
Yeah, that turns off the camera. It doesn't turn off the sound.
Yeah, we can still hear you though. So please say something incriminating.
What interesting conversations we have on our lives.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Why is the rum always gone?
Unbelievable.
the rum's always gone because the women
rum's
got to it first, or the tequila. Oh,
Yeah. No,
Oh,
vodka
my.
here.
Vodka. Ugh.
Vodka.
Tequila. I want something I
Polish.
can put into a good coconut drink. You know, like the drinks with the coconut with a little umbrella, and it's got pineapple and all that kind of good stuff in it. That's what I want. I want those tropical drinks.
I'm Polish. It's vodka.
Well, I can't. I mean, there are genetic, things that make us want certain foods, right? And that's okay. That's okay.
And my ancestry is Scottish Celtic. So for me, it's good single malt whiskey.
There you go. Oh, I don't know where the hell I got tequila from, but I'm an American mutt with no history of taking in agave juice. But
Robert likes the little umbrellas in his drinks.
I do. Well, it's the idea. No, it's the slushy, pineapple-y, tropical fruit. I love the tropics and everything about that. Especially if it's served up to me in a half-naked bikini woman on a beach somewhere. See, that's life right there.
Naked and be in a bikini at the same time.
I said half-naked.
Oh, sorry, half naked.
Yeah.
No, she went on our record. But anywho, if you like the tropics with all those nice little flavours and stuff, I dare you to go to Darwin, Australia in
Australia.
November, December. Then see how you like the tropics.
It'd be too hot there, huh?
No.
It's too wet. It's bloody hot and humid.
What the locals call the
Not nice.
knock 'em down. The knock 'em down rains.
If the knock 'em downs don't come through, you suffer big time. Really hot, really humid.
Really humid. Oh, it's horrible.
I get enough of that here in Alabama. In the summer, it gets hot and it gets humid, and we're almost in summer now. And there's so much that I don't have planted. It's bad. But that's a different story. I'm gonna have to buy plants to do some things. I've got some beans to put out, but the humidity gets me. The heat and humidity now, it gets me. But I would love to go to Australia. I really would. I could spend so much time down there and be in heaven. But
Then you want
probably
to go to the mid north coast of Queensland then.
Or me, but don't go to Ipswich.
Say to Robert, you've got a bed here, Robert. You don't have to pay for accommodation if you come over to Australia.
No,
I'm sure we can find a place for you here too. Not less humidity here.
Nah, don't go to Ipswich. Don't go to Lockyer. Nah.
It's a lot less humid in the Lockyer. Lockyer's a much drier environment.
Yeah, I seen those dead goats. Come to Brisbane. Yeah, they died from drought.
Oh, well, we did have a 4-year drought out here, but I wasn't out here then.
Hey, if you want good healthy food, go to the Lockie Valley, known as the salad bowl.
It is a salad bowl, where the majority of Australian salads are grown.
If you want really good food, you come and stay with Bibi, because she's going to make you roll out of the driveway with her food.
With a guampa.
And then you can, and that's true, because the Lockyer is salad bowl, and Ipswich is arsebowl.
Love you too.
Ipswich does have an interesting rep.
It's
I'd
not
love
that
to go
bad.
all over
Jesus.
the
It's
place
not
down
bad
there.
as Anara and Woodridge.
Did I just hear right that Andy called us assholes?
Arseholes.
Sound like that.
No. Technically, I called you arse-bowls.
Yeah, true. He did.
Arse balls.
My backside is not that big, thank you.
He's obviously talking
What?
about mine.
No, that's not what Bibby told me, mate. She said, my agent, he's got an ass. It needs its own postcode.
No, that's my ex-wife.
Agent
Oh,
ain't got
dear.
no ass. He's a long streak of pelican shit.
And
now,
Gerwin can attest to that.
Have you seen the video today? where Agent
He's very tall.
now we're giving these septics a little bit of Australiana. Streak of pelican shit.
Yeah.
Streak of pelican shit. But
Gold.
Oh, Agent's
Gold.
not that lanky.
Agent's getting
Agent's
dad bod.
quite solid. He's quite solid and very tall.
I'm getting the
But yeah, have a watch of my video from this afternoon. You'll see a comparison between mine and Agent's height.
Yeah.
6'4" compared to what? 5'3"?
Yep.
6'4".
Yep.
Yeah.
Who is Agent 6'4"?
Agent is 6'4". I'm 5'3".
Okay, hold on now. Agent, is that 6'4" now, or when you were young before you started shrinking as an old man? All right.
He hasn't started shrinking.
Okay.
That's what I am
All right.
now.
He's 6'4".
Because I know I've done gotten shorter. I think I have.
Have a watch of my video from this afternoon. Agent is very tall.
Okay, that's right.
And he had a lot of fun hiding in my celery.
Because there was a video up there, and it popped up at the same time that this did, and I said, "Oh, are they both live?" And I was like,
"No, I
trying to
premiered
figure
half
out.
an hour earlier."
Okay, all right. Now you're back
Agent?
home now, then. or
Yep.
or no, maybe not.
Pardon?
Could you hold your arms out, mate? Like that.
Yeah,
Now, can you stand?
Doorway.
Can you stand on one leg? I'm just thinking about being frame from a. I want to do Madagascar's on a frame.
Now we've got the Malvar spinach for that.
He's a bit
You're
short
still
for my Malabar spinach.
It's still a lot cheaper than bloody Star Pickets.
Right.
You don't have to.
And I don't have to hit him in the head with one of those Star Picket driver things either.
No.
Post drivers are very useful, although I love post lifters even better. Now, Robert, what were you asking?
If you
I
like
don't
try
know.
and feed him and have his food bill, go for it. Because he eats double to what my son and I eat.
Oh my. Well, he's out there working his butt off in that garden all the time. I'll tell you that now.
Not as much as what
he's very solid.
He sits on his ass all day in an office. He might get out into the garden a couple of hours on a weekend. I've actually managed to take the tablet out of his hand so we can go freaking live tonight.
Uh-oh. True tales are being told here. The real life of Boddington Farm.
He's even in the poo-poo because he stayed out so late today. Because even though I'm having a flare, and he goes, "Oh, I'm on my way home," and it's like, yeah, great, okay, thanks for that. I've fed the cats, I've fed the chickens, I've taken the washing off, and now I've got to organise dinner. Anya.
Oh, it's nice to have that
Andy's
best
having-
mate in life, right?
That baby, she's gonna die of lung cancer. She needs to get off them
Yep.
smokes. Get on the
You
cheap.
had one of those
It's
before.
it's like prepper. It's cheap shit you can do at home. Same as making your own home booze. That's all I'm saying.
That's all I'm saying. I say nothing. I say nothing. No.
Well done. Oh, and can you follow me here now, lassie?
Reset.
No,
Oh, no, he's
come
got
on. You can do it. Come on. My wee
He's
Hey,
not
Agent,
lying.
did you tell Bibby how big my Malabar spinach leaf was?
Oh, you dirty thing.
No, I didn't. It's about.
He wanted to rip out my Malabar spinach to take up to you, and I went,
I'll give you
wait,
cutting.
what?
Cutting.
I've got Malabar spinach.
Santa Maria.
Exactly. It's like, all right, so you're going up to your girlfriend and you want to take shit from here.
No,
Yeah.
no, he wanted to take your leaf. He wanted to take your leaf, babe. That
I
ain't
took him
on.
home with lots of cuttings with unusual vegetables that people wouldn't recognise as food.
I went out with a girl like that once.
Oh, I think Agent's got the shits with me.
He's hiding off camera.
Now I talk about his work wife who keeps texting him all the time, and they go, oh yeah, Garowin, your other girlfriend, and then this one, and then that one, and then this one.
He hasn't told you about us, has he? He hasn't mentioned anything about me and him.
Got the bromance going on.
Agent, keep your mouth shut, mate. All right?
Wouldn't surprise me though, Andy.
I don't like you. I don't like you.
We got to make sure next time he comes out that you come with him too, Bibby.
Well,
the number of times while he was here, he kept saying that Bibby would love this.
Well, I would have, but you had snotty kids, and I've got a shitty immune system.
Oh, I understand.
Agent's on the Zippo. Agent, I know the sound of a Zippo clack from 3,000 paces.
Mm-hmm.
You dirty, skanky boy.
It's a very distinctive sound.
Yeah, it's skanky.
It's skanky. Frame now. Because you're having a sook.
Yeah.
What, you being a sooky lala?
Yeah.
He's being a sooky lala.
No, she makes me alive.
I can give you a hug.
Pass.
You're a bit far away.
Sooky lala. Why would I want to hug him? It's not like we're in.
Wild edibles, I've got to know, what is your corn idea? Is there some corn? What kind of corny idea did you come up with at the time?
He made booze. He made booze from corn. Well done.
Ah.
Legend.
You did what?
What?
Beers. Beers
Booze.
from corn.
Booze.
What? Booze.
What the hell is wrong with you damn Americans? You don't understand nothing. You don't understand the goddamn Queen's English. Alcohol. Alcohol.
Hey, there ain't nobody that messes up the Queen's English quite as much as the English. I'm telling you.
Yeah, we do. The Aussies do.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
no. I mean, have y'all heard them? I mean, all of y'all talk funny. Don't get me wrong, okay? But the English is also proper, right? But they're messing it up in so many ways. Oh, and they want to get on to us. It's like they need to talk right. That's all I know. That's another one. A bunch of people talking about scones and biscuits, and they like biscuits and cookies. And you Australians down there, it's like biscuits and calling them cookies. It's like, no, it's not a cookie. It's a biscuit.
It's a scone.
It's a scone. Scones need to go to.
It's a scone.
The scones need to go away. Scones can't figure out whether they're cookies or biscuits. Oh.
And the only
They're
thing
having
that should be on a scone is strawberry jam and cream.
And then you just eat the strawberry jam and cream, and you throw away that greasy, pasty, falling apart scone. Nasty things. Like they couldn't figure out whether.
Haven't had a proper scone.
Oh, I don't like scones. It's a waste.
No, a scone. A decent
scone.
There you go, agent. You need to make a scone.
Proper scone.
Though, mind you, my ex-mother-in-law used to say, in Australia or anywhere in the world, you can't have a real
scone.
A scone, because you can't have the real Devonshire clotted cream with your scone and strawberry jam.
I'm gonna miss out on that, I guess.
Isn't a scone their biscuit?
Sorry?
Isn't a scone their biscuit? The Yankee biscuit.
I think so.
Yeah.
So why the hell is Rob dissing the scone?
Oh, scones. No, we don't. No, that's not. No, our biscuit is a dang biscuit. It's flour and preferably hog lard and a little salt, a little baking powder, something like that. I forget. And it's a fluffy, white, hot, floury thing that tastes wonderful with country ham and cheese on it, or butter and honey, and it's wonderful. And that's a biscuit.
It's a scone.
It's not a scone. A
Yes,
scone
my
is
man.
no, it ain't either. That's a biscuit.
I'm afraid, my man, that you take what we in England would refer to as a sweet dish and you turn it into a savoury dish. And then you add all sorts of nonsense shit on top of that and try to eat it.
The scone is like this crumbly thing. It's a
scone is not crumbly.
Yeah, scones are crumbly here.
No, they're not.
Yeah, well, here they are. Here,
when I was in
like this little
when I was in North Carolina, they served me a scone and they called it a biscuit, and it was a scone. I don't care what you say, North Carolina.
Well, now if you got a biscuit in North Carolina, you got a biscuit. You didn't get a scone. I don't know. North Carolina.
My beautiful stepdaughter now lives in Georgia, and I said to her, "How's the food over there?" And she goes, "Crap." What do you mean, crap? And she goes, "I get nothing over here." Like what? And she goes, "The barbecue sauce is crap. The pumpkins, I don't know why they call them pumpkins, because they're crap." And I said, "So
yeah,
so
they don't do a good pumpkin."
So I said, "Oh, so you're coming home to visit?" "Yes, Bibby, and I'm coming down to see you." And I went, "Why?" And she goes, "Because I want some of your mashed pumpkin, because I can't get that stuff in America because their pumpkin is crap and they put pumpkin in a can."
Yeah. Oh, we grow them, and then
I made a whole pot of my mashed pumpkin for her and put it into Ziploc bags. And apparently her husband was feeding it to her all the way back up to Toowoomba.
Oh, that's cool.
And it was all gone.
Well, where's your daughter? Or you said stepdaughter, or you say stepdaughter? Stepdaughter.
She's in Georgia.
In Georgia. Well, that's right next door to me.
Okay.
Yeah, Alabama and Georgia are side by side.
Well,
Georgia.
I tried to get some of our pumpkin seeds over to her, but it didn't work because she was going to actually make her husband make a raised garden bed for her so she could grow some Australian pumpkins to have decent pumpkins in America.
Do they have a garden going?
I'm not sure what's happening. They're army. So.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Amish.
No.
Yeah, okay. They ride horses. I've seen videos about them people.
Not Amish. Army, as in
army,
as in Pongos. You know, Navy, us as Army, Pongos.
Yeah, her husband is in the army.
Army.
AJ's.
Air Force.
Yeah,
Marine.
I have no idea which branch she's in, but yeah, she's over in Georgia, and she just said, well, if I get Australian pumpkin seeds over here, I'm growing my pumpkins and I'm making him make me raised garden beds to grow them so that I can have them.
There you go. If they get to stay in one place long enough, that could happen.
Unfortunately, the network that we were going to use to get the Queensland Blues pumpkin seeds up there fell apart.
Kind of failed.
Uh-oh.
So, because we can't send seeds over to America. But apparently, from my research, I can actually send Vegemite over to America. So I was going to see if any one of our friends wanted to have a taste of Vegemite.
I would say yes, but Bomber Steve said he was sending me some.
Fine.
Call the American need an Australian pen pal friend to send them Vegemite.
I'm sure the Yanks could get Japanese or Kent pumpkin. And I hate to tell you, but that's better than Queensland Blue.
Queensland Blue are like concrete. I can't cut them to save my life.
They have bones. I don't like bones.
Well, Sarah used to love my mashed pumpkin out of butternut or Kent's.
I love butternut.
I love Kent's.
I'm growing at the moment.
No, butternut, no.
Butternut
no.
is the best for making pumpkin soup.
Kent's pretty good at making pumpkin soup.
Yeah.
I mean, the main reason I like butternuts is because they're easier to cut.
Yeah. And I said I find that they're the better ones for making pumpkin soup.
Okay.
Yes, well,
I'll have to try and find a recipe for pumpkin scones.
Agent actually has to take a shovel into the downstairs storage tomorrow because one of his Kents has turned into mush.
Oh, no.
But it won't be wasted. It'll be going onto the compost heap.
Oh, the chickens would love it. The chooks would eat it even if it is mushy.
No, I won't do that. No.
It's got mold.
No, won't do that. It'll be going into the compost heap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's got mold on it.
Yeah, it's moldy.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm going to call it now, or do you want to keep going?
Oh, you can
call it.
Call it?
Call it?
Okay.
Okay, we'll call it.
Okay. We'll call it. So
Thanks for popping in, everybody.
thanks for
Absolutely
joining
love
us.
having you here.
Thanks for having us.
Hey, thanks for letting me up here.
We'll be back next weekend.
We shall be back next Saturday. So
We're warning you.
yeah,
And I'll be on
it's
tomorrow
good
night.
night from me. It's good night from me.
Good night from me.
Uru Gurus. Catch you later.
Night, everyone.
Y'all
Night.
be good.
Night night.
Night.
Uru.
All right. Oh, are you actually going to turn it off?